Yes, indeed. Another day, the 17th of February. Another moment. Another time with us right here on DOK Conversation on OKFM 99.5 at 5 p.m. We will have with us Nimba County Representative Ernest Mansia, the young lawmaker. And we will, when he comes here, it is always a didactic moment. Didactic. D-I-D-A-C-T-I-C. Didactic. Especially in the mineral resource sector of our country. Have you checked for the word to spell it? Yeah, have you checked for didactic? Send me the definition you found now. Yeah? Check for the word. You know, here we also teach. Yeah, we don't just come here and talk. We try to teach. We make you to learn something new, just as we can learn from you too. You know, even though some people only can be in a dictionary that we can learn. So when something is didactic, it is designed or intended to teach. So when I say a didactic movement as a teaching movement, there's a whole lot that we spar over. So yeah, he will be here at 5 p.m. We also we try here to lift issues affecting people from diverse areas. Yesterday we were talking about land. This morning Clarence was on other issues. At 4:15 we will endeavor to enter into what happens after accidents. If accidents occur and you are in the right, the other person is in the wrong. What happens? What do people do with people? How does the police get involved? How do the courts? How does the insurance company? All of those things. So we will bring to the spotlight the experience of a young gentleman. Sometime last year in the night, I was driving along the 72nd Boulevard and I saw this accident where a truck was on opposite lane, ran into a car, smashing the face of the car. Yeah, it was smashed. And you wouldn't believe those who were the occupants lift. But they actually lift. I did not know. I only did a video I posted at that time about the accident, how it appeared very bad, and people on the scene thought the occupants may not have lived. Yeah? But then they lived. And the gentleman saw my video and some very interesting things happened. So he will be here at 4:15. Then we hope to hear from those in different sectors. But his experience is terrible. Very terrible. He will be here. We've invited him finally at 4:15 p.m. Very important issues. But before that, things to talk about. As always, right here. All in the interest of moving our democracy forward, the Supreme Court has come down very hard against the government. We will talk about the latest move from the government about the Ministry of Transport and LTM. Those are the two very major discussions we'll have here. So stick and stay. Don't go anywhere. Okay. What's making news across the continent? The United Nations Human Rights Office says migrants in Libya are subjected to widespread and systematic human rights violations, including killings, torture, enforced disappearances, sexual violence, and arbitrary detention. The office has called for an immediate end to the interception of migrant boats at sea and the forced return of those on board to Libya. According to a joint report by the UN Human Rights Office and the UN Support Mission in Libya, migrants are routinely rounded up, detained, and abducted by criminal trafficking networks. These networks often operate with alleged links to Libyan authorities as well as transnational criminal groups abroad, enabling a cycle of exploitation, abuse, and impunity. I think similar thing was talked about this morning, right? Reports say at least 20 people were killed on Saturday in the northern town of Titao, Burkina Faso, in attacks claimed by JNIM, that's an Islamist militant group linked to Al Qaeda. Among the dead were 7 Ghanaians burned beyond recognition who have yet to be identified, said Ghana's Interior Minister Mohamed Muntaka Mubarak. They were part of a team of tomato traders on a supply lorry targeted by jihadists. Road access to the area remains blocked, according to Ghanaian officials trying to evacuate other citizens who survived, making it impossible for embassy staff to visit the area. And Mali has agreed to extend the Canadian mining company Barrick's permit by 10 years after resolving a long-running dispute over control and revenue sharing at the Lulo Gonkoto complex. Under the deal, Barrick will withdraw its arbitration case at the World Bank Tribunal. In return, Mali will drop legal charges against the company, release detained employees, and restore full operational control of the mine. The agreement reflects the Malian military government's push to secure a larger share of mining profits amid rising gold prices. Barrick said newly identified reserves could support 6 years of open pit mining and 16 years of underground operations. The Lulo Gonkoto complex, Mali's largest gold producer and Barrick's most profitable asset, generated nearly $900 million in revenue in 2024. Share the video, invite others to join it, tell us where you're watching from, where you're following from, and you'll be through to the OK conversation on OKFM 99.5. Let's take a quick break with some of our sponsors now. We will be right back very, very shortly to continue the conversation on different things that are happening.
Mama, who takes care of development in our country?
We all do, my baby. You see, every time we pay our taxes, we are taking care of our country, Mama Liberia. Taxes help provide clean water, safe communities, and jobs for our people. When you pay your tax, Liberia grows.
Be proud, be responsible. Pay your taxes for a better Liberia. Pay tax, we all enjoy.
We are brave. We are passionate.
Hey, Tanu, I need cash and there is no ATM around here.
Really? Did you try the EcoBank POS?
POS? I said I need cash. What is it about POS?
Judy, you can get your cash through the POS. All you need to do is to visit any EcoBank Express point or petrol trade gas station and request to use the POS. Guess what? It can also take other bank cards.
Oh, widow. You mean cards from banks overseas too?
Yes, it should just be your Visa card.
Wow, great. So when there is no ATM around me, I will just use the POS to get my money fast. EcoBank has made it too easy, man. EcoBank and innovation that will 5 and 6 so.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Esther, what do the American people mean by overstay that they say some of all that people doing?
Marie, they overstay the American people talking about that for you to stay long after the time you ask her to stay in America and the time the people already not take record for, even when your visa still get long time on it.
Oh, okay. So it means when I tell the American embassy that I'm going for 6 weeks, it should be 6 weeks, it shouldn't pass 6 weeks, even if I get 1 year visa, sir?
Yes. Even if you get 1 year visa or 3 year visa and you going for 6 weeks, that is 6 weeks you must stay for and can't right back. If you won't go again, they will believe you next time. But if you tell the people say 6 weeks, then you stay for 6 months, they will not trust you next time. Don't let anybody in America fool you. Even if the immigration in a very America tell you say you must stay for 6 months, don't do it. Only stay for the time you told the embassy you're going for, so you can't spoil your friend and way to travel to America.
Okay, thank you for making me understand the whole overstay thing the American people talking about. From now on, I will stay for the time I requested for. As soon as the time passes, I come in right by it. Because I want my country need to be on any overstay list. When they will restrict my country and live traveling to America hard for my family and friends.
Don't stay beyond the time you requested from the U.S. Embassy. Return home after your requested length of stay. Get clean record. More travel chances. A message from the Special Presidential Task Force.
Good news to all travelers in and out of Liberia. ST Transport Service has introduced new fleets of buses in Liberia to take travelers from Monrovia directly to Ghana, Abidjan, Guinea, and Sierra Leone. We also do connection for our passengers to Lomé, Cotonou, and Lagos, as well as Bamako, Dakar, and Banjul. We also travel from Monrovia to Plebo Harper, Maryland County. For more information, you can visit our red light office opposite Zone 9 Depot 1 Police Station or call us on 0775 908830, 0886 888 538, 0777 775501, and 0555 558801. What are you waiting for? Come and enjoy our fast, reliable, and comfort service. ST is here to serve you.
Your favorite RLJ Kendeja Resort and Villas is new and improved with top-notch first-class services guaranteed to make you feel pampered and special as our royal guests. Ideally located on the RI Highway, a few minutes drive from the rehab junction, right in front of the Atlantic Ocean, you are assured of a peaceful, serene atmosphere of a home away from home. The ingredients for our Liberian meals are freshly picked from our garden to give you that unforgettable taste of Liberian cuisine. Our villas are designed and equipped to ensure every night spent with us is a memorable one. We are well positioned to host conferences and seminars of all sizes, as well as outdoor events like garden weddings and parties. Book your upcoming events and leave the rest for us to handle with 100% satisfaction guarantee. You can reach us on 0770-533-415 or email us at reservations@kendejaresort.com.lr. Visit our website on www.rljkendejaresort.com.lr. RLJ Kendeja Resort and Villas, for memories worth repeating.
Welcome back. Make sure you're doing business with RLJ. They're our partners. You know, they're advertising with us. Do some very good business with them, and that will be okay. But thanks so kindly and welcome. to the OK conversation today. A very a very powerful, great man. He was there from the days of Martin Luther King Jr. You know, Martin Luther King Jr. is has been one of those people with very great influence over my life. And if he were still alive when I was born up to present, perhaps I would have tried to see him. So many things about the gentleman that I really did like. Of course, Jesse Jackson was one of those there, but he has died at the age of 84, and a whole lot of people have been paying tributes to him, including the U.S. President Donald Trump. Let's see what the White House has there. The U.S. President released a statement. So let's go there and get it out very quickly. President Donald Trump has paid his tribute, and he says, "The Reverend Jesse Jackson is dead at 84. I knew him well long before becoming president. He was a good man and with lots of personality, grit, and street smarts. He was very gregarious. You know, when you are gregarious, you are a social person, you're sociable, friendly, and all that. That's gregarious. Gregarous. As someone who truly loved people, despite the fact that I am falsely and consistently called a racist by the scoundrels and lunatics. Trump is always fighting, you know, on the radical left, Democrats, or it was always my pleasure to help Jesse along the way. I provided office space for him and his Rainbow Coalition for years in the Trump building at 40 Wall Street. Responded to his request for help in getting criminal justice reform passed and signed when no other president will even try. Single-handedly pushed and passed long-term funding for historically black colleges and universities, HBCUs, which Jesse loved, but also which other presidents would not do. Responded to Jesse's support for opportunity zones, the single most successful economic development package yet approved for black business men and women, and much more. Jesse was a force of nature like few others before him. He had much to do with the election, without acknowledgement or credit, of Barack Hussein Obama, a man who Jesse could not stand. He loved his family greatly, and to them I send my deepest sympathies and condolences. Jesse will be missed. These are the words of U.S. President Donald Trump. Okay. A whole lot of people have. I'm trying to see if I could speak with somebody. So he was a civil rights activist, and he was such a great gentleman. But let's see if we can speak with Dr. Artemus Gay for 1 or 2 minutes. Did Jesse want to become, or could Liberia have made him an honorary citizen? Was there something in the pipeline? Artemus Gay, Dr. Artemus Gay is a historian, and of course he could give us a bit of enlightenment on that. I don't know if he came to Liberia, but I know I saw a picture posted by then Foreign Minister Captain, you know, and I'm seeing if I can speak with Moni Captain on that moment. Did he come to Liberia? Because I saw former President Taylor there, Moni Captain there. They were signing something. But Dr. Gay, welcome.
Thank you, Julius, for inviting us today.
Okay, so yeah, tell us about this whole Jesse Jackson. He was a black civil rights activist there with Martin Luther King Jr. Did he? Are you aware of any ties he had with Liberia, whether he was visiting or whatever?
Jesse's time with Liberia has to do mainly with the Liberian Civil War. He was instrumental in helping to broker the peace. And whenever peace is done, others felt that he took side with Charles Taylor and more than the other side. So there was this narrative there that because of Charles Taylor having the American-Liberian background, so that was it. But I think it was all controversial. He hosted a conference in Chicago. The All-Liberian Conference in Chicago was hosted here by Jesse Jackson.
Ah, okay.
And, there was a large group of Liberian students. The first 25 students brought on the next scholarship at Chicago State University. So there was a group of largely many Crown students from Grand Jetty who were brought here. So there was this big tension at that conference that was hosted during the Civil War. So Jesse had played that role, and he was very instrumental in when Liberia was under Trump's first deportation of enforcement. It was Jesse Jackson who stood up with the Liberian community and Haitian community to say, no, this is not right, and was sharing our history, our shared history. That's why Liberia was the first country, again, under the first Trump administration, to be removed from the DED, now that is affecting a lot of people in his second term. So this was some of the work he did. And we've been working with him, his friend, the Reverend Dr. Albert Sampson. These were young guys who worked with King for a long time. And because I'm from Chicago, we live in the same community, I've been pushing the Liberian government to really have made him an honorary citizen of Liberia. He and Reverend Albert Sampson. So this is going to be a very close Chicago funeral with a large African presence. Because Jesse and his family have been very close. His son, Jesse Jr., was so close to Liberia. In fact, most of the money Liberia got under Ellen Johnson Sirleaf administration, he was the champion for that amount.
Okay, so in terms of making him an honorary citizen, who all were you working with, and why didn't you go through?
I had an opportunity to talk directly with the president, and he was very open to that.
Who then? Who?
He had the diaspora office. There's a young guy, Erasmus Williams. He's in the president's office. I shared that with him. I wrote the letter.
I mean, which of the presidents?
Current President Biden.
Oh,
GNP.
okay.
Yeah. I met him when we met in DC. I told him there was because we always say Ghana, but you got to get this iconic figure to bring them in. And we were trying to bring the older generation so that way they feel comfortable and know about Liberia history. In fact, Jesse's friend or Dr. Sampson literally turned over all of his real estate to us so we can give it to Liberia to help bring students here at Chicago State University. So they have this presence in Chicago. Chicago has been a very iconic city in terms of pushing Liberia's agenda. In fact, the first lady, female that left Liberia from the GR, they wanted to do no asbestos test. She came here to Chicago. She was married to an American soldier and lived in Chicago, becoming the first Liberian lady to live in Chicago. So Jesse is aware of this story, and we've been pushing. His son is a congressman. He has been speaking directly with the speaker. So we want to build a relationship. So I pray that the Liberian government will take this as a way of us, bridging with the family, because they mean so well for Liberia.
Okay. Thanks so kindly, sir, for shedding some light on this. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay, Dr. Artemus gave that, telling us about the late Jesse Jackson. I've written former Foreign Minister Moni Captain. Still no word from him yet. That would have been very good to hear from him. He posted RIP Jesse Jackson, and I see him standing over former President Charles Taylor. I see Jesse Jackson there adorned in a Liberian apparel. So I don't know. You all who were around here, I was a child. I was a refugee child in Ivory Coast during the days of former President Taylor. Did Jesse Jackson come to Liberia? Can you all remember this? Let me send this photo to our guy so that he post it for you all to see. I want to know, did he come? Yeah, did Jesse Jackson come? This was posted by former Foreign Minister Money Captain. I've just sent this to AB, please post this on the live video. Let the people see what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't know if you have my number, whoever it is. Did he come to Liberia? That's the. I really want to know where this photo is taken. Can some of you remember? You people who were media people that time, the old heads. Okay, Nigo Kofi said yes, he came to Liberia, I think twice. Okay. Those were the days of former President Charles Taylor. That's good. Okay. Our condolences again to the family of the very great man. Very, very great man. Very great man, Things are happening. Let's make progress here. So President Boakai is back and he has urged African nations to speak with one voice in shaping United Nations reforms and influencing the selection of the next UN Secretary General, warning that the global body faces deep systemic challenges that demand inclusive and strategic solutions. So, good of that. We spoke about that yesterday. Okay. So, the presiding judge of Criminal Court C, Usman Fekai, has sentenced 2 former senior officials of the Liberia Institute of Statistics and Geoinformation Services to 5 years in prison, each for misusing public funds. They were found guilty of misusing public funds, census money, and all that stuff, 2021 census. And so they've been sentenced. They have the right, recourse to go to the Supreme Court and say, no, we disagree, blah, blah, blah. So we don't know whether they will take that option or because when you go to the Supreme Court and it affirms it and say, oh yeah, you are guilty, then you finish. If the Supreme Court says, no. This evidence here doesn't suggest that these people are guilty, then I said there too. Yeah, so that's why we are watching to see if they do not go there, then they serve their 5-year term in prison. It's just 5 years, right? 2026 February, 2027 February, 2028 February, 2029 February, 2030, 2031. Yeah, 5 years. Come back also. Yeah. This one is the court that found them guilty. So that is that. And when people do wrong, whether they are your friend, I will keep reiterating this, your friend, your pa, your brother, your sister, your whosoever, your benefactor, no matter your relationship, if they're found guilty of doing wrong and they actually did it wrong, we should face the penalty. It could be you. We are human beings, we do wrongs. So if you did wrong thing, you are found guilty, serve the penalty for the wrong, no matter how bad it is. It helps to make you a better person. If you did not do the wrong, that's another thing. Right? So that is a kudos to the courts. These kinds of things, no argument over it. Okay. We say what? The law is the law. So the law takes course. Yeah? That's it, right? Yeah, the law is the law. The law is the law too. I received this ruling. Okay, good. We've been able to hear from former Foreign Minister Moni Captain. He's busy right now, but he's saying that by 5:30. So if the guest is in 5:30, I'll beg the guest at 5:30 for a few minutes so we can speak with Mr. Captain. He says, if you want some info on Jesse Jackson visit, I can provide that. It was 1998 July around the independence celebration. Jesse was President Clinton's special envoy to Africa. His mission was to help build confidence and improve Liberia-Sierra Leone relations. Okay. Very, very insightful. Very, very good. So by 5:30, we will call the great man. Okay? Good. Now, back to our discussion. So the law is the law. So I want to look at the time. So I received the ruling. I received the ruling by 12:26 this morning. Very early this morning, 12:26. I didn't say this afternoon. I said this morning. I jumped from sleep and I saw the ruling from the Supreme Court in the Dr. Dubai Crazy thing. You know, as careful as always, I did not post Daybrook. I was getting in touch with our judicial bureau chief, calling. His number was send him messages. Can you confirm the authenticity, of this document? I couldn't get the gentleman until I think after 12. His phone was back on. And so I sent him the ruling. I said, can you verify this with your people at the court? They can be everywhere at the same time and all that. So he did. And then we got the verification that yes, it was true, that this is the ruling that was handed down. So let me send it to our boy again to post. AB, post this one I'm sending you very quickly as well. Yeah. So people who are watching can see. It is a very long ruling, 20-page ruling. So I'm not going to read all of the 20 pages. We don't have enough time. But we just read from where they can say, okay. So it goes somewhere up there. It says, for instance, in case in read the constitutionality of section 16.1 and 16.2 of the Act to amend and restate an act to establish the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, blah, 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 blah. Printer, handbill, blah, blah, blah. The court said, based on the letter of the statute, it is implied that the commissioners entered into a valid contract with the Republic of Liberia to serve in their respective capacities for the period indicated therein. Hence, the sanctity of contract enshrined in the Constitution should be given due consideration should it become necessary to terminate the services of the petitioner and others similarly situated in the event of their removal before the expiration of their contractual rights. Let's go. Consistent with the parity of reasoning above, this court holds that where an official is removed from office before the expiration of his tenure for reasons other than proving cause, as the instant case shows, the state remains liable for the benefits and emoluments that will have accrued for the remainder of the tenure. What does this mean? The Supreme Court's Justice in Chambers, presiding Chambers James Zeta Howard Wolokali, says that given nothing arrival based on the letter of the statute, the commission will enter into valid contract. Now, this court, the Supreme Court is saying that if an official, a tenured official, is removed from office before the time their tenure is supposed to expire, if the reason for which they are removed is not consistent with the act that created that institution that says proving cause, because you can always put proving cause. There are reasons that they could remove the person from office. Now, if those reasons are not the reasons why the person is being removed, then, as this case now, the Dubai Christian case shows, the state, the country, is responsible to pay the person their benefits and every other thing they're supposed to benefit for the time that they have not served yet. Because you're not removing them because they're wrong according to law that established the entity. Now, other reason you yourself want to take them from there. Then you must pay them. So, for an example, if you're tenured for 5 years, 6 years, 4 years, you work for 1 year, After the 1 year, the president or the board, they say, oh no, the president here. They didn't find the reason why they supposed to. You didn't do wrong, oh, according to law. They just feel that you're supposed to be there. Then they should pay you for the remaining 4 years. So if you were 5, you were 1, the remaining 4 years, where you going to sit on? They should pay you off. All your pay, they sort of give it to you. Then they put someone else, and then they pay the person too. Consistent with, also, our position stems from the lack of evidence of subsequent complaints by the board of the institution. Listen to the Supreme Court. And upon such complaint, an investigation was held, and which led to a recommendation to the president for his dismissal. Now, they are saying, we have not seen evidence that the board complained this man and there was investigation, and based on that, then they made a recommendation to the president. No, that evidence does not exist. Thus, the petitioner's dismissal without proof of subsequent complaints and investigation, but rather a previous investigation which was acted on being used as grounds for his dismissal, constitutes a violation of our cherished principle of due process so deeply ingrained in the Constitution of this nation. Are you reading it? You following live? Wherefore, oh, there's a part I can like. In view of the foregoing, the alternative writ of prohibition issued is hereby affirmed, and the peremptory writ prayed for is granted. The petitioner is ordered restated or be paid his just compensation as though he was reinstated for the period of service up to the end of his tenure. The clerk is ordered to inform the parties accordingly, and it is hereby so ordered. So they're saying, no evidence that this man did wrong, and then they complain and they investigate that he was guilty of something wrongful, and so yes, the recommendation could stand. No, they went to something else that really doesn't matter. So they violated the executive branch, the presidency, the board of MPHRL. They violated this man's constitutional rights, which our country so cherish. The board, they made the president to violate this man's right. And so, this prohibition now will hold. So, two things. It is either the government, the president, reinstate the man, or pay him like, as though, I enjoy this part. They say, well, as though he was reinstated, as though he worked for the rest of, pay him everything that he was supposed to earn, as though he was working. So, it's either you reinstate him to continue working. If you don't want to reinstate him, we can force you, but you are mandated by law. The law is the law, the constitution of this country, to pay him all his money he's supposed to make and benefits. That's the way it is. So there cannot be an option here again. So when we shout, when they break in people places down, and we shout, the law is the law, we all of us you shout, the law is the law here too. But no, you don't find apologies of the government, the ruling party, talking about it. What kind of board will make the president to do something so wrong, to violate the constitutional rights of somebody else, tarnish their reputation? What sort of country is that? So everybody can attest to served well. That's why some of the very competent and the very good people in society, when you find some of these people shying away from government jobs, that's it. Because all kinds of funny infighting. As we speak in different areas of government, infighting. I do not understand. Some of the very best brains that who have helped to make the system better, we fight them. Find all kinds of things that don't matter, we remove them from there just like that. If this was not a 10-year post, that's how it was going to end. Thankfully it was. The government has no option. You either reinstate the man, pay the man his money. Since the government has money, I don't know how much your monthly pay is. If it was 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, whatever it was, You will calculate every month all his benefits. I don't know what the benefits are, but if everything put together, give up to something like 7, 8, or 19. So let's just say 5,000, right? Let's just say 5,000. So for 2026, at 12 months, 5 times 12, 60. I don't know how many years he had left, whether that's 4 or 3 years. So that's a 3 years, 60 times 3. And at 18, 180,000. And that could just be a moderate figure. You give it to the person, then you pay someone else that same money. That could be used to do something else. Is that how we're supposed to treat a country? Just because of these simple little egos and fighting and political shenanigans and everything else? No. But that's how we put the country through. The law is the law. Reinstate the man or pay his money. The law, you people will follow this law here. You're not doing the House, when the House of Representatives fight. Everybody, the law is the law. When time comes to implement, you will implement. The way the law can be the law to break poor people places down. The law can be the law when it's against other people who you do not favor. This law here will be the law too. Pay the man his money or you reinstate him. This could have been avoided. See, when someone else see corrupt people who know that you see you who I mean you who know do bad crazy and you you don't go around that you know how that looking. Yeah. Hey man. Those should be proud. How can someone be a scientist in a country like America? Has patent to his name, achieved so much, and we just come here in Liberia, our low-level thinking politics, and we just damage people like that. Then every time we say, sometimes we complain, why is it Liberians who are so learned, they just live in other countries, they won't come back home to contribute. But when the people look at how we behave, we don't want to change. We don't want to do the best things. If people came with the best innovations, what do we do to them? We fight them. We want to change. We want to do it the same way we've been doing it. Now, then when we used to, we won't go to work on time. When people bring restrictions, they'll start fighting them, finding all kinds of means to bring them down. Pay the man his money. Or you reinstate. If you don't get money to pay, you reinstate. That place we were working there, here people were working in harmony. No issue with that. So you can still go by the work. Whoever you put there to act, it should be like they were not even acting. Let them go by wherever they came from. Put the man back. He was not opposition to UP in opposition. He was a supporter to UP in opposition. We used to host him on this platform. He used to be critical of the we are government. Right? They used to enjoy him. Okay. Pay the man his money. You put him back. The country got money. Yeah, man. I can have people here in the country here. Okay. Let's go to the final thing. Things are happening in Liberia, my people. So this one, I was on the show when this other one came up. And as always, we try to verify because one of the things you don't want to do, people like us, people can yet be setting for us to make one mistake. Some people can talk to and make mistakes and errors. There will not be anything. But me, the day I post or talk anything that is not true, hey, it will not be easy. So I know people always setting for me to say something wrong or report something that is not true. Oh, I know that one very well in my head. So I can be very careful. So Spoon posted this letter that was reportedly written by, let me send it to our boy again. So it was posted by Spoon. And as much as we trust our colleague media entities, sometimes if there's a way to verify as well, then we try to do that. Because if there was a mistake, they will not just sit down and say, oh, Julius, we told you, he hit the government. He let the government be it. Yeah, I don't hate the government, but I want you can think. So I saw it. I said, no. I think before I told boy, let me ask, yeah? So I wrote the press secretary this morning. I say, I sent the letter to her. Then I asked if it was authentic. Good morning, madam. Is this letter reported by Spoon authentic? If so, was it ordered by the president? The letter about the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs to the company chief executive officer talking about transport ministry will cease to operate certain functions and blah, 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 and all that stuff. So I wrote her to authenticate. And she said, yes, the letter is legit. On the question about whether it was ordered by the president, she said, it's the decision that was taken. Okay, so let's read the letter. What's in the letter? And why do I find it problematic? So let's go there. The letter is written from the Ministry of State to Mr. Mohammed Dawich, Chief Executive Officer, Liberia Traffic Management Incorporated, LTMI, SKD Community, Pinsville City, Monserrate County, Liberia. Dear Mr. Dawich, this serves to reaffirm the government of Liberia's, commitment to proceed with the implementation of the 2018 concession agreement between the government and Liberia Traffic Management Incorporated, LTMI, the concession agreement. Notwithstanding, the government deems it necessary and expedient to revisit and review certain provisions of the concession agreement while at the same time maintaining the intent, spirit, and purpose of the concession agreement. In furtherance of this essential need to make the concession agreement more equitable and practical, the government hereby invokes Section 30 of the concession agreement and requests that the parties meet to review and discuss these concerns in good faith. To facilitate discussions, the President has established an Interministerial Concession Committee, IMCC, chaired by the Chairman of the National Investment Commission, NIC. The IMCC will have the prerogative to raise with you, discuss with you, and pass upon a wide range of issues in a bid to address all concerns of the government, including all issues that are impeding or have the tendency of impeding the successful implementation of the concession agreement in the foreseeable future. As we await the IMCC's deliberations and the good faith negotiation and mutual agreement on these issues, the government hereby informs you that with the exception of the Inspectorate Division, all operations at the Ministry of Transport related to the issuance of driver's license and the registration of vehicles will be closed and severed as at March 1, 2026. Severed, closed. We end it. Severed. Let me define for you sever. It's in the past. S-E-V-E-R. Is a word. I know what it means, but let me go to the dictionary. So you can see, Julius, sit down and go talk about himself. So let's go to the dictionary. Sever. To put or keep apart, divide. To remove something as a part by or as if by cutting. So that's the definition. That's this definition that is used there. Severed will be severed. So though that thing about vehicle registration, all that thing, apart from inspection, everything transport ministry doing, we will cut it. We remove it. We remove it from transport ministry and give it to you. Let's continue reading. We sever it, we cut it. Take it from there. As of March 1, 2026, paving the way for LTMI to assume full and unfettered responsibility for the issuance of driver's licenses, the registration of vehicles, and other services as enshrined in the concession agreement. We trust that this partnership will deliver improved efficiency, enhanced service delivery, and a robust traffic management system that benefits all Liberians. The government therefore looks forward to working closer with LTMI to modernize Liberia's traffic management infrastructure enhanced road safety nationwide. Kind regards sincerely, Samuel A. Steve Kowa, Minister. And this is CC, the Minister of Justice, Minister of Transport, Minister of Finance and Development Planning, Liberia Revenue Authority, Liberia National Police, and National Investment Commission. So, the Ministry of State is, the minister has written, you know the reason why I asked whether the president sanctions it? Because it doesn't mention, it only talks about the president establishing committee and all of that. It doesn't say, the president say, I should say this, the president say. Of course, it will be understood that the president mandated this. But you know, in the Brownie Samuka case, the Samuel Twere case are ongoing. Brownie Samuka said, the president said, if you told me, say, I'm going to use the money for so reason. The court said, no. You get your own way. Samuel Twere said, no, we're part of the, how do you call it? The national security architecture, and the president mandated, blah, blah, blah. The Supreme Court said, no, y'all go back and go to that case there, y'all go prove everything. So, there is something major in this thing. When you talk about removing, to cut off the responsibilities of a ministry enacted by law, the legislature, I do not know. I have tried to research. I do not know of a system where the executive can just remove the functions of a ministry from it without the legislature repealing the act of that ministry. I don't know. When they wanted to coalesce, to put together Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Planning, they had to repeal the act that created the Ministry of Planning. And then enact a new act called the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning to create that Ministry of Finance and Development Planning. How on the planet does the executive make new law? I'm not sure I've ever heard about or read anything that said the legislature has enacted a new ministry called, I know they say what, Inspectorate Division. So Ministry of Inspectorate or Inspectorate, because it can be transport again. So it will be what? Inspectorate, Ministry of Inspectorate or Inspectorate Ministry. Yeah? Have you ever heard anything like that? But the executive, the presidency, writes a company. It makes the whole country be smart in front of the company, like as if we begging, you know. They are concession here. Yeah, we won't look at it. They're not even considering transport ministry. No, because transport by all that operation will cease. We want to see how we can make the concession with you better. This 2018 concession our passing George. In George, we are in time. We want to see how we can make it better, and all that kind of thing there. So between us and y'all, so we want to review and all that stuff. But as we talking that one day, let me just tell you, the presidency, we are telling you now, all that thing where transport ministry can do. We telling you now that only inspection, only the inspectorate division will be operating. But anything about vehicle registration or driver license, all that one there, we take it from them. We cutting it off. That you going to do it. We giving you the. We giving you. You're going to do it. Whole country subjecting itself to a concessionaire just like that. My people. So how do you know what they do with the human beings that are working at transport? What are they going to do with them? No plan, nothing. We know what's happening now. So I don't just go, I know y'all be sitting now, y'all still be working. Or y'all just go, y'all sit down every time, every month, and y'all get your pay. Or what they do with y'all. I don't understand. I'm talking in real Liberian way so everybody can understand what you're talking. No BB English with the inside. Does it make sense? So the legislature will sit down there. Because their function here, it is your function. To add new law and say, we want transport ministry again. Yeah, we come and deal with private company now to do vehicle registration and all that stuff. So we dissolve, we repeal the act creating the Ministry of Transport. So it will not exist. But no, we've not done that one. But we are severing. We cutting off. We are disassociating. We are disaggregating. We are removing. We are peeling off. We are tearing apart all that other function. Transport cannot, should not, will not be seen anywhere around. Why transport minister said they brought new plates? They were busting a few days all around here. What kind of government is that we're running? Oh, man, people. Eh? Transport will bring new plates. These are the only plates that will be used. Transport, I want to see LTMR. The government say you're on your own. You're our own people. We ain't got time for y'all. You're one side. You're just I don't want to use the other word. So I say osatury, you know, the way some parents can treat osatury. That's how the government treating their own transport ministry. Like osatury. Anything I want to do, no, don't touch anything in the house. You're only eating, you eat. What? Just yesterday, the Senate committee chairman was warning the government. Said, no, let's do the LTMI thing. We, the security people, this thing here, we find it problematic. We can turn over the country's security data to a private company to do HUB, suspend the light transport ministry, continue. No way. As the executive said, the legislature, that thing you're wasting your own time. We come in made law. We moving from execution. We made law. We making new law. We are dissolving transport ministry. But in a letter, let me put it in. I just read. We sever all responsibility except inspectorate division. If this is not troubling, I don't know what's happening in the mansion, but this is troubling, folks. It is not me trying to make anything appear bad, but that's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. Before the government could bring finance and planning together, they did all kinds of things. Governance commission, they got to do that bill, carry the legislature, do all kinds of things. They found a way to bring the two groups of people that were working there, and all kinds of things happen. But this other one here, no understanding, no. All those human beings are working in that place. No, what happens? Nothing. Legislature, will they sit there spinelessly and not do anything about this one here too? And have their power to create and dissolve and repeal. You know, I saw some people commenting, traffic management, it will be efficient. No, go giving someone small thing. You know? You know, new love, you know how new love can look. They put you dealing with 50, 100 people, plenty of people not going there. So it is easy for you to just go and say, you get your driver's license, you get your vehicle document. Because a few people going there. Like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 10,000 people in a week say they want driver's license. You know, people are just so uncritical. People can be so critical of things. They just quick to get excited about little things. We don't think about what it does to people who are employed in the ministry. The rule of law issues. Is that how it is supposed to be? Should we not use law to remove the functions of the ministry? We can just do it arbitrarily. So someone can just be president, be minister, or whatsoever. Because tomorrow, this thing, I don't know if government entity can take government to court. I don't know if that one can happen. I'm not aware. I don't know if there's any instance as such. But if this thing was going to go to court, they will not call president and go talk. Because president, you can't sue president cannot sue and all that stuff. So that minister will go there, he'll be on your own. I don't know what could happen. But it is terrible. Yeah, we'll see what the lawmakers will do about it. Maybe some of them are in on it. So we witness this blatant violation again. Dissolution of an entity of government just like that. Because that's That's a practical dissolution of the entity. 777-700-995. 555-995-995. Let's hear from you. It's your time to have your say. We'll continue to play our part to help this democracy. Oh, we're talking in this Dubai crazy thing the other time. People didn't listen. Oh, I just want to be talking all day. At the end of the day, you people saw where it ended. Traffic management, we not talk inside. Jaw, we are government say no, not the one that we pass. The people who pass it, they even start implementing it. We got to say, someone finger the thing, they put different thing there. You can't. You see the two things, you take the one that affecting your whole ministry, that one you agree with. You don't agree with the other portion, the other side where the person know that the one we pass. You running with it. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Julius, how you doing?
I'm fine. Go ahead.
My name is Clinton Kawie Wonsia, and I call you from Caldwell.
Go ahead.
It's my first time participating in your show, and I want to say thank you for the work you are doing for the Liberian people.
Mm-hmm.
Julia, you can remember the last time you read on the page of the U.S. Embassy when the Shachi said, visited the foreign ministry and appreciated the governor of Liberia for accepting LTMR. You can remember?
Yeah, sure.
Very good. This government is very, very much scary. This is the most scary government ever in the history of Liberia. Anything that is the USA around it, Julia, when it comes to sell this country, they will do it. Then the president went to Paris, they gained 200 million. What is happening? ArcelorMittal, all the things they promised the Liberian people, they're doing it. And they finish signing it. The people will sell this country, Julia. At the end of the day, we that can buy our scratch card, we will pay. We will pay. This thing we playing for.
And the manager job is must say they get a similar figures that transfer manager using. As soon as full operations that's not doing happen. But that's where we are. Thanks so kindly for your call. This one said he got 4 years left, unfortunately. A lot of money. Reinstatement will require dissolving the board because it misled the executive mansion. That's a Dubai crazy thing. Let's see who's on this end. 777-700-995, 555-995-995. I saw some international calls coming as well. Keep them coming. Welcome. Let's hear you.
How are you? You are Julius.
I'm fine.
I'm calling my ear to be a Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, but people who don't like the president have to speak. President have to speak. Or else will resist. Who they can get rather will put us together. Anywhere the whole East can get rather will resist violence.
Okay. Thanks so kindly.
So one for the government to come in, sir.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be violent. It is a right to protest, but don't be violent.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thanks so kindly. Welcome. Let's hear you. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Julius, this is Cyrus McGee. I'm calling you from Minnesota here in the U.S.
Go ahead, Cyrus.
I'd like to say hi to you and the people of Liberia. Quickly, Julius, very, very important points you are raising on today's show. The two key points you're talking about. The issue of the ruling from the Supreme Court. Sometimes when we see some of these things happening, we wonder who's advising the president. Because you have a whole lot of advisors at the executive mansion. But these decisions are taken based on these recommendations that come to the president, I believe, from his advisors. Now, this is where the country will be. You have to settle him or reinstate him, or settle him and pay people a new money. Why are you costing the country a lot of money? Only because of somebody wants to satisfy their own interests. Oh, this person needs to go because of this. They were appointed by this person. We don't like you. Are we thinking what we cost in the country? Look at what's happening now with transport. Like you said it clearly, where are the lawmakers, those people on Capitol Hills with oversight on transport? What are they doing? Are you sitting there and letting just anything happen to your people? Pretty soon, the 70,000 jobs that were created, how many of them will be going from transport? Because when you're taking the whole responsibility from transport, giving it to a private company, Where are you going to place those people who are employed? Are they just going to be getting paid on the backs of the Liberian people or doing anything when the key function of that ministry is what you're taking away? This is sad, man. We hope that people will advise the president in the right way and the lawmakers will do their job when it comes to oversight. Let them stand up for the right thing for the people of Liberia. Thank you so much, Julius.
Thanks so kindly as well. Let's take more calls. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Good afternoon. I articulate Julius here.
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, this fast food command. I do draw your fascinating discourse for honor the ambience of the youth intellectual studio.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, on the issue of the saga between the traffic management, the
LTMI.
Yeah, LTMI. I think that whole issue started from the 50-foot legislature. This signed that concession agreement. So what they got, because the government is very simple, the government, always let to add on the ambit of the law, decided to honor the agreement because it's a concession. When you sign such an agreement, it becomes binding on the country to honor it. So I see the government is not honor, but they say in the whole agreement that they didn't look at the welfare of those that work with any motor vehicle department of the honor, the army of the ministry of transport. They didn't look at the welfare of these people. They didn't put something into or cross into the agreement that I will talk about the issue of working, what are sustainability for them, or trumpet them, and other things. So they don't pass the agreement to act considering the flag of these people. So for this government to implement such a very different something, I think they require consultation. So I think the executive now, the executive, bring all parties on board. They have to do a people family. These are all family that find themselves in the motor vehicle department of the Ministry of Transport. These people need to cater to their family.
Okay.
So when you get minister of department with something department, they call so thank you all so much.
Thanks so kindly as well. Santos Alfred says, Julius, on this one we fall flat. If you ask me, I would suggest reinstatement of Dr. Dubai Chris Nyan on the LTM. My issue could be the function of the legislature. However, I will hope they get involved when necessary. Okay, let's see if the legislature will get involved. Let's take this one from this end. Welcome, let's hear you. Hello. 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 I don't know why we're not hearing you again. Or this side is giving some problems again. Let's see again. Welcome, let's hear you. Okay, let's try this one. Welcome, let's hear you.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, but are you getting me?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm teacher. What is calling for the program?
Go ahead.
Yeah, but you have said it all. You see, when it comes to how they say the government is witch hunting, a lot of people can say no, it's not witch hunting. When it comes to the government on the side, to appoint somebody, the law and the law. But when the government found out people, they can see the law is the law. You just found people to see them or go to show them or go to show me for 5 years, that the law is the law. So we say the men are no. Not to cover all of that, they put in power. The president like for talk for 1 week, 2 weeks. You put that in no. So that's they say that after all. So just go vast. In and out of the transport to everything will just talk, and there will be no. They not the first time. They say I think they put a minute, they put a go about the president, man. That's the other people. They talk. You know, not to cover all of that in there. So you just say that you just all the year. So thank you, bro.
Thanks so kindly. Yeah, sometimes it is frustrating. There are some things, we have talked over and over. Then we come back, we talking the same thing. Sometimes you can hear, you can get tired. I mean, you all the thing about. Yeah. Yes, welcome. Let's hear you, sir.
Yeah, Brantale here, Julius, and thank you for all you do for country. And the one you just read for the Supreme Court, I think they were on point. But I think, chairman of the Good Governor Commission, Larry Toba, is a good friend of the president. I think he can better advise the president. Because Comrade Larry Toba know Craig Duma Young well. He know he's resilient, he know he's competent. So for this kind of thing to happen, and they are comrade and you close to the presidency, sometimes you got some teaching advisor. Then you got teaching cabinet, you got some teaching advisor to advise the president. Now all the official advisor will do the best they can. I'm not saying they wrong, maybe what they saw, but now the Supreme Court has seen it different ways. So I think the thing
but Papa, and we read all their things that they had to say. You heard anything substantive in that thing? Yeah, I posted all the things on Facebook.
They just did it because there was some hanging fruit for market force and all those kind of things. And the mayor is saying that from my professional background, I'm not saying anything substantial to blow alarm. And people want you to blow alarm. That kind of gossip will hurt. People will know, go now with a recommendation. So sometimes, maybe you may not be on the line of an advisor, but if I'm friend to you and something is coming toward you, I think I can do some gossip, advisor behind closed door, and then when those advisor come, I think you can put them 1 or 2 times before you take decision. So let them just do the same way they did to Alonso Talu, that he are taking away his money and he going in the states. They do the same to Chris, and Chris can go buy it.
Yeah, so that the country is losing money that could be used for something else. Because the guy who texted me is in the system. The man got 4 years left. That 4 years there, that's more money.
They can go to message later, bro. They can go to message later. Thank you.
Thanks so kindly. Yeah, money that could be used for something else. Let me read some of the messages. I believe our guest is here. They will start bringing him in. Let's do justice to the texters. I'm waiting to see what the legislature will do on this whole thing, Lorenzo Prince Boga says, this was the same thing they did to Dr. Mosoka Pifala in 2020. They lied on him about COVID results. He left the country and has refused to come back. Okay. We will continue to play our part. If you're listening, if you're not listening, we'll be here to remind people tomorrow. Welcome.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, Julius, this is Dennis Nona calling from Chichewa. Julius, the way I am now, I'm feeling bad.
Why?
I'm feeling bad for the government to break the law blatantly in that type of manner. Minister of Transport have a statutory duty and lawful too. The executive will break the law in that type of form and manner. This is bad. And I look forward to the legislature to know what they will do. Because it was their handmark that established the Ministry of Transport. For foreigner, alien, who has a database in foreign land to come and take hold of our driver license plate in that type of way. It's very much bad, like selling the country. They're like selling the country.
Okay.
Why is it the chief or the justice minister will be doing this kind of thing? Where is the president? Where is the president? And look at the kind of decision that they took on Benya. Look at where he's leading the country now. You cannot be doing that kind of thing to put a country into mess. It's bad.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so kindly. This will be second to last. Welcome. Let's hear you from overseas.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm fine. Go ahead.
I'm calling from North Dakota, capital Bismarck. My name is Mamu. I'm following the show, and you know that there's a lot of chaos this government has created. If transport employees protest for the same LT, how they call the institution,
LMTR.
Some of them got blooded. Yeah, some of them got blooded. Now they look at their citizens been maltreated, And yet they still give contract to these people that were not legitimate. You see, when government come to power, when you find crisis, you mitigate the crisis. You don't let the other side go without mitigating it. This is what this government is doing. Everything they do, there will be confusion in it. They have to be very careful because it's not fair to the citizens that in the country. They have the right to be employed. You cannot have a statutory institution that is responsible to do something, to carry out a function, then you take it and give it to a private company. You're trying to make the private company rich and lead the people in the country vulnerable. That's not fair to the citizens that voted for them.
Okay, thanks so kindly, sir. Let's squeeze in this final one from overseas as well. Welcome, let's hear you.
Hey, Dakon T, Patrick Soa.
Go ahead, Patrick, let's hear you.
You know the reason you don't hear me again is because I just tired. Like you said, we talk. The problem is not about that group of people. Liberia is still the same. People will come and say, oh, we are Holy Mary, Jesus Christ, in your Marco, and nothing can happen. You still see the same old things happening. Julius, I can wonder what already our leaders are sincere, they are honest people. What are they ready, man? Before coming to power, here's the point I can really confuse me. Before coming to power, they will see all the problems, all the solutions, but when they get there, I want that Vulu or that Pamba, they can't see them anymore. Brother, but you guys don't give up, especially you in the media. We depend on you guys, especially you. You are one of the critical voices. We're getting tired, but don't get tired, brother. Just keep pressing the issue.
But you that in America, if you're getting tired, then I will like, I mean, when I get tired.
Yeah, because your own, this is your career. This is your career.
Okay,
brother.
no problem. We try.
Okay, thank you, man.
Yeah, man. We are talking, my people. Let me read this message, and then we'll go over to our guests. I believe that due diligence that Omen Bwaga failed to conduct has come back to haunt his government due to the actions of some selfish board members, including the health minister. But trust me, Julius, if I were Dr. Yan, I will refuse the reinstatement, request that the government pay me off, and sue them for defamation of character. Anthony Nemlechi Jr. Has sent in that one. Trust me, this is someone who loves this government. Dr. Yan loves the government. He loves the president, all of that. He's not. You see, he has not been that kind of fighting president coming out to talk negatively and all that. People like that just want their names to be cleared and then pay him off or you reinstate him. I'm sure he will accept. He was one of the best we have ever had at that place. There's no doubt about it. And you all know it. So why y'all can order my good things? Yeah? You see, let me say this. George, we have a quote unquote love people like they build roads here too. Some of the places that they build roads back up with them there. Their own place they were living, that rehab area, and they pave it, they do all that, and they whipping there. Drivers market to Mount Barclay Road, and they pave it, and they whip them in that area. So sometimes these are some of the things that people just say, yeah, you did this one, but you know, I mean, these kinds of things, man. Okay. We have our guests here. We have with us Kramer Lockett. Kramer, welcome.
Thank you. Brother Julius.
Please speak louder so people hear you.
I appreciate you, Brother Julius.
Okay, we also have, who's that, please?
She's my wife.
Okay.
Both of us were involved in that accident.
Okay, good. So, give us the history of that accident. How did it happen that night? When did it happen and all that?
My brother, it was just God. That's the first thing I can say. Because the usage of this third lane, I almost lose my life. Yes, I almost lose my life. That night, I was taking goods to Continental bar That which I just started a business with them. Start to supply them every Sunday. I supply them for the first 1 month from my local farm.
What were you supplying them with?
Supply them with cassava.
Oh, so you have a cassava farm?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a cassava farm.
But how old are you? You look very young.
I'm 33.
Okay, good.
Yes, I'm 33, and I did computer, but the job market is not like the way.
So the man who did computer is growing cassava.
Yes, I go back to the agriculture side because we just have to make way some way. And then there's a business that I just started over a few couples of months because last year I started a farm, and the farm gave me a cool product. I got in contact with Continental. They decided to support me by patronizing my business. And then I used to supply them with 15 bags of cassava every week.
Wow. Where is the farm located?
It's located in Artington, one of the decided area in District 17.
Okay.
Yeah, it's totally a jungle, but we make way to see how best we can make use of the land. And
15 bags of cassava every Sunday?
Every Sunday. That was what I was to do based on my contract with them. And then that day, it was so sad for me. After I came from church with my wife, we just left in our church clothes, took a ride in the car, and went on the farm. Because I have some people there, they are helping me too. It's not myself planting, but I was able to influence some people and see how best I can help them too. And then they too is helping me too, so that we're working together to make a change. And then after we brought I went there and we got the cassava 15 bag loaded on my own vehicle, coming to town right at the 72nd. I just saw that bright light in my eyes, and my wife told me, it's a truck using the third lane. I was in the middle lane.
But so one of the things that surprised me that night was that it wasn't the night, and usually there is that stretch of the road doesn't have traffic.
No.
So do you know what happened for which the truck was on opposite lane? Because obviously there should not have been traffic there at that time.
There is no traffic, but to my almost surprise, there was a taxi like I saw right before the truck can pass, almost like it want to overtake.
Okay, so you were trying to overtake the taxi.
Yeah, that's why I observed. But it was too late. Before I can, it's just so that I was not running, that's all. But my wife told me, look, the truck. Before I can see, I said, but it was already late. And then I just went off. But I bless God for you. Yeah, you are a humanitarian person, I must admit. Because if it were not for you, your humanitarian sake, today the story was going to be different. In some other way. Because I'm still a victim. Yes, I'm still a victim.
So what happened afterward? Because I didn't know you. I didn't know what happened to. But I just saw the accident and I did a video and posted it that people should pray for whoever was involved. Because in fact, the people who were on the scene thought both of you died.
Yes.
I'm trying to find that video and send it to our guy so he can
I don't know
post it on
I
the
can
page so
share
that
with
people.
you. I can share the edited one with you, or you want your own.
Yeah, the one that I did. I will.
Okay.
I will send it to him just now.
Yeah, you are just like my prophet that night. Because I came from service and I was just fighting to see how best I can do my business to get some money. That was my whole focus. And then after that case, it went to something else. Yes, that is causing me a serious problem right now.
So what happened that night? How did they remove you from there and all that?
Okay, after my wife, she was the first. She came through first, and I was bent over the wheel, and I was unconscious. But when I came to myself, I only heard her saying, "Oh, my husband died. Oh, my husband died. Oh, hey, call my husband died." So I started to listen. I said, "But then my wife is alive, so I think I can gain hope from there." And when I look on my left, where I was in the middle of the road, I saw a guy standing with his hand folded, just looking directly at me. Looking directly, he cannot help me, but everyone was focusing on my wife because she was already alive, like everybody saw. But for me, I was still unconscious. So everybody forgot about me. They thought I was dead. And then when that guy came, I talked to him softly because I never had the strength to even talk. I said, please help me remove me from this car. I want to lie down. And then he said, the door can't open. I said, okay, use the back door, take some of the cassava down because everything, people start holding it, some of it broke, some of it, everything, the bad spot. So I take the one from the back of the back passenger seat and the one that came in between me and my wife, take it down. I used the side of the front seat side. That's how I got down easily. There was a motorbike guy parking there. I asked him, I said, please help me, take me to any good health center. He said, okay, I will do that. He took me, my whole head bleeding. I thought that my head burst. He took me to a clinic nearby to start to take treatment. People said they can't treat us until we deposit some money, where I don't even have my phone, I don't have bag, I don't have anything. So we were just there. The police came and they saw us. They took the truck, the driver all ran away. But from our witnesses, they said they were cheering. Even my wife who came through before me, she said she saw the driver. It was a kid that was driving. But after the motorbike brought me and carried me at the clinic, then I asked him, please, can you please help me go for my wife? He said, yes, I will do that for you. That's how he came and picked her up. When I saw her leg, her knee rock. The kneecap wasn't there. And then the doctor on shift that night, he tried to position it for the first aid until we can get into proper treatment.
Okay. So what happened the whole treatment time, the owners of the truck, the driver and everything? Tell us.
Okay, after that time, we were at the clinic. That night passed. I couldn't see anyone. The police just came and looked at my wounds and left. So I said, I don't know how I'm going to manage. Then I decided to call my pastor at the Divine Christian Fellowship. They did very well for me. My church came in immediately and paid my hospital bills, which they said $12,000 for the night I stayed there. I paid that money. They treated me, gave me some stitches, and then referred me to go for further checkup. Yes, go for further checkup. After I went to JFK, I couldn't make it because the place was packed. I went to a private hospital. They did some of my X-ray, did my wife's X-ray. Still, I couldn't see the truck owner. I never knew who was the person that hit me. It was just in suspense. I went 5 days. 5 days, I couldn't see anybody. I said, oh, but what is going on? I was still sick. I was in 5 days trauma. My body was just vibrating.
Can you remind us which month this thing happened?
It happened in November.
November last year.
Yeah, last year. Yeah, so I was like this step. I told my wife, I said, we have to go at the police station. We went at the police station. I asked the police. The police said they haven't seen the truck owner. I said, why? But the truck was parked. My vehicle was parked at the Checotown police station. But then I said, but I need to get some lawyer involved because I cannot interpret this law. So I need someone who is knowledgeable to that. I got a lawyer and they came before the police could find the truck owner. The truck owner came along with an insurance guy from side insurance company called Dominic Koluba. He came, he did a memorandum inside to sign in some form that he's going to take care of all of the responsibility. Every damage that will cause, anything that will happen to you will take charge. And then that was the only time I saw the truck owner. It was on that liability form I saw the owner of the truck, which was PGL Construction Company truck. And this PGL Construction Company, I think, is at the Stephen Topper side there. I saw a sample or PGL. I don't know how factual it is. But it's PGL Construction truck that hit me. And then after that, the truck owner left. And I don't know how the police released the truck and took my vehicle to the insurance company. The insurance company took it off. But since then, when you look at my medical receipts, if we go for payment today, we spend they say it's only refund. We have to spend our own money before. So
what was the involvement of the owners of the
truck?
trucks?
The owners of the truck, actually the man only went to see a truck and told me, say, if I lie, Allah will. Allah will judge us. Okay, my wife was there. Say Allah will judge us and they will pay for everything. That's what he said. And he left. Since then, he don't even know my number. I don't know his number. Only the police know more about the truck and the owner.
So where is the car? What about it? What sort of intervention has been made?
Concerning my vehicle, is currently in the hands of the insurance company for the past 4 months, and they cannot pay for it.
Which insurance company?
That is side insurance company owns Tucker Hill. We call that Snapper Hill, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, Snapper Hill, opposite the UBA bank there. There's a little squeezing company office space right up there.
So, up to present, you're now operating your vehicle. It is damaged. I don't know whether the boy has posted the video for people to see. I've already sent it to him. I mean, what did the police do about this?
Brother, I will always commend you. It's not because you are in studio today, but you helped me a lot. Because if it was not for your uploading of that video, I think today I'm going to be in the wrong. Because I went at the police station, the truck owner that I saw for the first time, he said he wrong. That was the first thing he came out to. We should not go into investigation. We'll take care of everything, and I'm wrong. Okay, you are wrong. That's good. Now we have started doing our payment. The insurance company is saying that they cannot pay for my vehicle because my vehicle was 2022 model. The money now, I said, but I don't want money. I want my vehicle. If you can provide me a same 2022 vehicle, that will be fine for me. I don't need money. And he paid for my goods that got damaged. They said they cannot do it. So I said, but then the police have to take my matter to the court, the traffic court. That's the only step I think I can take because the truck has been released. And then the police officer said, my man, before we take the case to Central, you know, you got to give me something on 50 that you were first. I laugh. I said, my brother, you looking at me that day. I ain't even to myself yet. Then you say I should give you money again. It was so sad. I said, okay, I'll give you 15, I'll pay you. I know everybody need to move on. You need some things you have to do. I gave him the money and he refused. It took over 2 months. The police cannot release the report. And in person I'm speaking of Ishmael name, he is the traffic commander for Pinsville. So myself, I started to get annoyed. I said, but I'm a victim. Why can't he treat me as a victim?
Okay, let's just hold on. Let him play the video of the accident scene so people can see exactly what we're talking about. You can go ahead. AB. Truck is on this color. Car is actually in his lane. Okay, yeah. Truck is on this color. Okay, thank you, AB. That's it. So you are seeing exactly how the truck was sitting right on the hood, the face of the car, and all that. Yeah. So, in terms of going to the insurance company and all that, were the owners part of the process?
They didn't see the owner. I said, I don't even know the truck owner up to present. If he asked me for a contact, I don't even have it. I have not seen. I saw PGL Construction Company, but I see an individual coming, and he called him Mr. Conan. The very first time I saw him, and that was the last time. The following time I saw him, that was in court. After it went through the court process, it was so long. I have to even get on my feet to go and look after the truck.
But I thought usually the vehicles involved in the accident will be impounded. They will be until the case is settled, until the person who is the victim, they have settled their vehicle issues and all that.
For me, I don't really know because that is the law in Liberia. The law, someone of the law have to interpret it because when I asked, they said that when the insurance company had come in, definitely the vehicle should be released. That is a traffic law for me. I don't follow that. But it's very pathetic.
So where is your case now? Has the insurance company settled you?
No, the insurance company is pushing some other rules that I don't even know about. They are saying that they cannot pay for my vehicle because I told them I need a vehicle. I don't need money. I need vehicle because I'm working with that vehicle. I need vehicle. That is my concern. It's not money. But they are preaching that they want to give me money to pay for my vehicle. And the money they want to pay me for a vehicle, it cannot buy a vehicle. So I told them, go and buy my vehicle. They said they can't do it. So I decided taking them to the court.
And what is happening there?
I went at the court. Before even getting at the court, the insurance guy who they call Lawrence Piper, I got an audio on him. He even told me that I go to the court, I won't get anything out of the case. So I checked. I said, but why would this man?
You mean of the SAR insurance?
Insurance.
Okay, SAR insurance. If you're listening, I think you're able to find a way to get to me. Let's hear your side of the story as well. You can go ahead.
Yeah. So myself, when he told me that, he told me many things, many things. He was just like angry, and he just approached me in an aggressive manner. So I said, but what is the guy thinking? Think I came to beg for money? So myself, I began, concerned. I said, but then if they make and tell me that I won't get anything out of the case, it means something. So I got to be critical about this. So it drew my attention to be so critical about taking them to the court. And he said, even if I take them to the court, I won't get anything on the case. I'm wasting my time. Okay, I'm wasting my time. Go and prove it in the court. I'm wasting my time. Then let the judge tell me that I'm wasting my time. And seriously, I'm seeing like what the guy said is coming to pass because it's like a plan something. I will feel that it's corruption. That's how I feel in my own understanding because I have 5 senses. I believe that it's some sign of corruption. Yeah, because I cannot take you to court. The court said, traffic court said, we should rearrest the truck and bring it back to the court because it was doing police jurisdiction at that time. So the court want to have full jurisdiction over the case. The defendant must be present. I said, okay. I went back to Central. I went to the traffic commander, Ishmael name for Pinsville. He said, I will arrest the car. Give me next week. So I started to think. I said, well, because the man asked me for $50, Gary, 1 month pass, 2 months pass, they make him arrest the truck. So but then I said, but then I need to do something. I went to Central. My lawyer wrote the police director. I think I have a copy of the letter here. My lawyer wrote the police director asking him for a policeman to try and then release the case to the traffic court. And then the police director signed on that letter and sent it down to 106. I went to 106. I met 106. I was very disappointed. 106 went to the accident room, which is 154. 154, Soiree and Officer Kone, the both of them, they are both in charge of the accident room. And then they were telling me that, oh, the truck is in Sano, and we arrest the truck, but it'll be after 1 week. I said, but how will it be after 1 week? All of a sudden, I saw the truck to Panaville Junction. I traced the truck, I videoed the truck, I sent the video to Central. I said, but how will you treat your fellow citizen like this? Why will you be lying to me? I lose trust. Because police should be the one that you should trust. When you see police, you feel comfortable. But now, when it comes to certain cases that involve with companies, I believe that you cannot get trusted. Many people told me, but I took it to be, I said, no, it can't work until I see it for myself. And I seen it. I have to send that video to 154, went to 106 telling me, and then the procedure. What kind of procedure? Now you are Central, you're supposed to be able to put me on point. I'm supposed to be looking for my point. Because I'm a citizen, you are a law enforcer, you should be driving me to the right place. But then you're telling me, if you can't, we the only people can make the insurance company pay. Then I seen the insurance guy walking behind the 154 Soiree, all of them walking together, they talking together, they doing things together, leaving me abandoned.
And then the owners are not around to
the
even
owners
push
are
the
not even
insurance
around.
company.
I stay sick currently as I speak. Then my left side of my side here, it just numb. So who am I going to take that problem to? I went to the traffic court. The traffic court started straight into the case, and we should rearrest the truck. I sent the video that 154, you lie. I told him, I said, he lied to me. There's a truck at Panaville Junction. I had him arrested the truck. and brought it to the traffic court. The truck driver, the truck owner was arrested. That was the second time me seeing the truck owner. He was on the prisoner bench. They seen insurance side, insurance, and they seen young fellow that told me that I won't get anything out of the case. He came too. And then when he came, he entered directly into the judge office along with the scene 154 Swarry. All of them went into the judge chamber. When they went into the chamber, they left me sitting down. I would brought my case. I was sitting. The truck driver that was rearrested was sitting. And then the judge Zuba told me, you can go. The insurance is going to stand their bond. So I said, just that I said, yes. So my lawyer said, we got to reassign the case. And then we left right there. We reassigned the case for the first time. After the first time, the second time, the third time, no redress. Since 154, the insurance guy entered the judge chamber, my case have been in suspense. When we reassign the case, 2 o'clock, we'll sit from 2 o'clock. The insurance guy will come from 2 o'clock. They sit down, we all sit down, the judge down there. The judge go under the tree. He outside, he go for lunch. He console, he cancel for 5 times. So myself, I started getting annoyed. I said, Benny, there is something going on. Because anytime the insurance guy can he enter in the office, myself, I get 5 senses.
Well, and folks, at this point, I need to say, then he came to OKFM to find me. I think it was about a month ago.
A month ago.
Yeah, he came to find me to say, thank you, your video you posted. I didn't even know him. That's how I got to know him. Since then, he wanted to come on air. I said, no, follow the case here. I kept postponing him coming because I wanted them to try to exhaust it as it needed to. But every time he would call that nothing is happening, nothing is moving, and all of that, I keep being in this situation and nothing is being done. So as at this point, still nothing is done.
Yes, we reassign the case again. I hope that you follow me because the judge telling me something else. He said, because I told him, I said, but Judge, I'm feeling uncomfortable in this court. I'm uncomfortable because I brought this case. And I who brought this case, you are more interested in the companies and seeking attention to them than me, who is the victim. So what is going on? At that time, my wife started to feel some pain in her stomach. She was even sick. I said, no, you have to go because I can't leave my wife home. Who is going to take care of her? So I have to come with her. I told him, he saw her. I said, the woman need to go abroad for treatment. I can't wait for insurance. Insurance not going to cover that. I know that this is Liberia. Those people, they just talk things, but they can't do it. So I need all of my case to be settled before I can go. But we don't have case. The insurance company say they are wrong. Their client is wrong. So why are you keeping me for more than 2 months? We assigned case 5 times. He said, okay, what you need to do, reassign the case Thursday. You should come with a witness. So I got to myself again. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a judge. But I have common sense. Somebody can be wrong in your own understanding and then... Okay. Yeah, so you cannot say you're wrong and you start to preach law on me. Hey, the Lord say, I don't want money from you. I want my vehicle. If I get my vehicle, I go on.
Okay, let me hold you there because you have Lawrence on the line. I think it is the Lawrence that you mentioned.
Yes.
Lawrence, welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Julius. This is Lawrence Power from Star Insurance.
Okay, why are you allegedly throwing a victim around here and there, and your insurance company cannot do what you're supposed to do? Allegedly.
So interestingly, Julius, thanks for the platform and the many listeners are following the platform so far. So Star Insurance is not in the business of pushing people around. Those who know Star Insurance know the history of Star Insurance from the inception of Star Insurance. We've been sent on it alone. There hasn't been any case of such nature.
Do you know the gentleman in studio here, first of all?
I know Lockett and his wife. They were involved in an accident that I'm fully aware of.
Then what is happening?
So interestingly, after the incident or the accident, Star Insurance took full liability of the situation. And the gentleman and his wife were taken to the hospital to take treatment. They came to Star, we paid the medical reform.
How much?
Money that was spent by them. Second to that,
how much was it?
The medical reform?
Mm-hmm.
pretty close to, if I'm mistaken, it should be around 600 to 500 that the presenter received to us. Their presenter received to us.
Okay.
And we made a payment to them for the medical refund after the accident. So till now, he has on this channel with respect to the process of the insurance. So we explained to him the car in question is a 24-year-old car. He bought a car for another third party who used the car for some time. For his own usage, he used the car for 2 years, 10 months. And he bought his car for 6,000 Liberian USD. So after the incident, we asked for all of the documents. When he presented the document to us, we realized there was no concrete receipt to show the date of the transaction. However, he went and brought in a receipt that we didn't care to even verify further. We accepted the receipt, we went through the file, we depreciated the car for 2 years, 10 months. Following the depreciation, the value of the car came at this point of 1,927 USD as the current book value as of the date of the incident.
Is that how the system works?
Yes, because normally and usually insurance company and all over the world, when you buy an asset and you use it for some length of time, it depreciates over time. There's no way you buy a car for 30 years. After using the car for 3 years, you still expect the actual value of the car to still be at the same amount of dollar you buy after 3 years. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to depreciate over time.
So who does the depreciation valuation?
There's a standard set in Liberia for the rate of depreciation for every fixed asset is 33.33%. As we speak, Central Bank have even pushed that amount to 40% for new vehicle. So we maintain the 33.33% that have been existing for rack of ages. So after the depreciation, he took exception to the value declared after depreciation. He took the case to the traffic court. As we speak, the case is currently at the traffic court.
Did you ever say to him that he carry case to court, he not get anything from there?
No, not to my knowledge, because I'm not the judge in court to determine the...
No. I'm saying at your insurance company, did he go to you at the insurance company and then you told him, say, all that thing you own, you carry case to court, nothing you will get from inside?
It's a fallacy.
You didn't ever make such statement? He is saying that he has a recording on you saying that.
And then you play the recording, because when he came in office, I remember a day he came in office, we're having argument here and I said, there's no way you can eat a cake and have it. So all that you are saying,
what did that mean?
Of time. That is to say, you have used the car for this length of time. You still push it to have the actual value after using the car. You have benefited for 2 years, 10 months. How possible is it to still have the 6,000? Is that possible, Julius, if you bought a phone, for an example, you bought a phone 2022. You used the phone for 3 years. And before you avoid an accident.
I don't know. I don't know how the law works, but this is a vehicle he was using for his work. So how is he expected to continue doing his work when a vehicle that your company insured ran into him and damaged his car beyond repair?
Except that he doesn't understand insurance for all what it works. Those are key principles that people follow in insurance when it comes to total loss vehicle that is beyond repair. Those are the remedy to remedy the situation. Because if the vehicle is declared a total loss, that means you got nothing to do with vehicle replacement. No. All you do, you ask for the age of the vehicle, the date of purchase, and do analysis for the usage of time you have used the vehicle for. After which you come up with a standard set by that country law that says for depreciation for this, for fixed asset, what else asset involved. You do the analysis and present to him the actual book value. All is left for him now is to go and do a own verification as to whether SAR actually used the actual depreciation rate.
Have you always been to court on the days that you needed to be there?
Say that again?
Has SAR Insurance always been to court on the days that they were supposed to be there?
Absolutely.
Okay, now let me go back on this question. Did you say or did you not say to him that you carry the case of court, nothing will come from inside?
Not at all.
You didn't say that. Should I? Hello, sir. No, hold on. Should I?
1 minute.
Uh-huh.
How can I determine the ruling in the court? How?
I don't know. I just want to be sure that whether you admit that you said it or not, because I want him to play what he has, so that since you are on the line, we can see whether it is your voice or not.
Let him play what he has.
Okay. Do you have it? Yeah. So you can just give me. Let me play it from this end. This is the OK Conversation on OK FM 99.5. We are trying to speak with a victim of an accident who thinks that he hasn't been treated fairly. We have online one of those he accused. He's saying, no, that is not the case. We are following what the law is. Do you have it now? You still checking? We have our next guest. I hope it is not a long. Okay, 42 seconds is good to go. Okay, just increase the volume there. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, but they can't. That all go there. Let me tell you the law. Now, wow, be happy. At least when you give the law, you tell. I'm wasting my money. I am wasting my money. When you give the court, you pay. Mommy, there's a sign. When you go, you come inside. Yeah, come inside. You are here, you see what I did. I want to go and tell them where you are. Why you bring up me? You want to get paid? You can pay. You bring up town. Yeah, but they can't. That all go there. Let me tell you for the law.
Okay, Lawrence, did you listen to the interaction? Is that you?
Julius, like I said from the instruction of my statement, the maker will have heated argument and you are doing recording secretly. I heard myself talking, you can't eat your cake and have it. That's what I heard exactly. And you keep saying we should bring the car, who hit the car. Those are the key things I point out from that recording that you did. And you said let him die before the law. Those are his statements. If you listen to that kid, you will not hear anything Lawrence say, hey, you will not win case in court.
What did you mean by you can have your cake and eat it?
No, you can't eat your cake and have it. That is to say, having used the car for 2 years, 10 months, then you still want to have the actual value of the car at the time you purchase it after you do it for 2 years, 10 months. How possible is that, Julius?
Why is it one of your colleagues, I think it is a lady there, calling your name Lawrence? Lawrence, why?
No, that is the owner writer. Because I'm trying to provide information, that's the owner writer. They have it right before a desk. So that recording was done criminally because first thing first to record people, you must tell them say recording it.
When you had a man making fuss, the man will tell you say he's recording you?
So why would you record me? Why are you telling me?
Okay, thanks so kind of Lawrence. Let's take a few calls. Our next guest is here. Before we take the calls, you listen to Lawrence. Lawrence is saying that it is a policy, a depreciation policy of vehicles, blah blah blah. So that's why I brought the figure down.
Okay. Yeah, just to buttress that, he told me, he said I'm wasting my money for nothing. You see, I can't be a victim and you use such a statement on me. I don't know you from anywhere. This guy who hit my truck, who hit me, I should not be in this with you. I should not be in this with you. As a company, you should be able to find, once the money is a depreciation money in this country, we all use car. And for the business I'm doing, I can use a modern car. You know that. I'm using it to transport product from farm. And the places that I go, I need an off-road vehicle. And most of the 2022 model vehicles, those are vehicles that have hard body. And
it's a 2022 or 2012 or 2002?
2002.
Okay,
2002, yes. Mm-hmm. Because the body of the car is a strong body.
Okay.
And this car have never been worked on engine any other time before. Never. That car have been parked, and I took that car for business purpose. And the car took me for my business. It took my cassava.
Okay, let's just take a few calls. Our next guest is here. We have to bring him in. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Hi, how you doing, Julius?
I'm fine. Go ahead.
Yes, I just first want to say sorry for what happened to the couples. It's unfortunate that it happened, but the truth of the matter is, having listened to insurance guys, I live in the U.S., I live in Maryland. What happened, whenever there's an accident, they depreciate the vehicle. So what he's saying is actually that's what happened. But what they do is that they give you first preference. Say you want a vehicle, the insurance will pay. If they can't repair the vehicle, it will tell you how much the vehicle worth based on the value of the vehicle because it has depreciated. You have the option to buy the vehicle back from the insurance company at a very low cost, and you can go repair it. So I think that's what happened. I'm very sorry that it happened to him, but that's how it works.
Okay, thanks.
That's why we buy insurance in the U.S. We buy another insurance called GAP. GAP fit in. So I bought a vehicle for 2000. Let's say 2000. I got a vehicle 2023, and when the vehicle involved in an accident, they would tell me, say, because you use the vehicle for this, you pay 60,000, but the vehicle worth 40,000. The 20,000 that I won, Gap will have to give me that money. So he buys separate insurance for that. So, but I'm very sorry for the incident. But I think the insurance should be able to also be able to give him the option to buy the vehicle back so he can repair it after he paid them back, but at a very low cost.
Okay, thanks so kindly. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Good evening, Julius.
Yes, go ahead.
This is Frank Douglas calling from judicial. I listened to the studio guest and the insurance man. You see, insurance companies in Liberia are very, very wicked. This man's car was damaged beyond repair. You cannot repair it. They say because you want to devalue the car, they make cost and I can bring a miracle. Is this a miracle? No. So you cannot say you come in. So if the insurance hit the maker and the car, you can repair and get a man by his car. If you can get a man, buy a different car for the man. The same car, the same mileage, buy it for the man. Why you want to depreciate the man car for?
What? Maybe he is arguing that is what the law says.
What kind of law is that? That's why people don't insure their things in Liberia. Calling for the same mileage the man have, buy the car for the man. Yeah? What kind of law is that? So the man should be passing around, running around because the man stay alive? Hey, man.
Okay. Thanks so kindly. Let's take, I think this is a very serious topic here. Let's take a long time, man. Nimla Sonkale, welcome.
Well, man, thank you very much, but I was calling on a different note. I didn't know your own app.
Oh, okay then. Okay, let me call you after. Yeah, I tell you. Welcome. Let's hear you quickly. Two more calls. We have our next guest in quickly.
Good afternoon, Julius. Good afternoon, Frank. I call from Paris.
Go ahead, Frank.
Julius, is the gentleman car insured for him? His car that he was driving, is the car insured?
Okay, he will answer that.
Now,
Because most of the Frank, most of the insurance you do here is third party.
Yeah, but that's the problem. And the gentleman for the insurance company is right. He will not receive the 6,000. I thought he paid 6,000 for the car when he bought the car in 2022. That's not the one the insurance for me bought it. The insurance will value the car of the market. The market value of that car, the one the insurance will pay of the
What about the goods that also got damaged? The 15 bags of cassava.
Yeah, that was technically the man has to show the value of receipt and he bought that cassava with the amount.
No, the man he bought the cassava. He took it from his farm and was carrying it to his buyer.
Yeah, but the insurance will then say friendship. The insurance has to get exactly with value. The value you pay for the item. And the car is not always forced to be in court. The car is not forced.
Okay.
The insurance company is a big technical. But actually, the insurance company is very right.
Okay, thanks so kindly, Frank. Let's see who's on this end. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, Julius, how you doing?
I'm fine.
I'm calling from the U.S. Yeah, so first of all, we got to look at it. I want you to do the Younger Justice Institute. We got to look at the insurance policy because every insurance have different policy.
Mm-hmm.
So what does the insurance policy say in Liberia? That's the first thing. Secondly, is here in the U.S. when somebody hit your car, the first thing the insurance should be able to provide car for the man to move around. Did they do that?
Okay. No. Where is that? He say no. Oh, you went up. Sorry. So that's another angle. Let's just squeeze in this last local one. This is something we need to expand on in terms of all these. Let's see who's here. Welcome, and let's hear you. Hello. Hello. This wasn't you were calling. You're not saying anything. So let's take this final one. Welcome.
Hello, Julius.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, this is Dennis Nolan. Good afternoon. And the first time, I want to say thanks to your studio guy for a little patience because, look at the time the thing happened. Way back, almost 2-3 months, right?
Since November.
Can you imagine, Julius? Somebody doing a business, a car and show, truck taking oppositely. It's 100% wrong. That was no investigation. The man doing a business with a car. Your car insured with car insurance. And then they preach that kind of law. Julius, even that guy who was on the lab on the insurance company, does that thing fit in a shoe? Did he take that?
Okay, thanks so kindly. We come back to him. Our next guest needs to come in. Madam, in 1 minute, let's hear from you. How did this make you feel throughout?
It make me feel bad. Reason being, the insurance guy, I was talking over the radio. Each time he come to quote me, just issue or talk. The first time we went to their office, he even used so many remarks, we're not able to buy, even bought phone for ourselves, even people won't get married, 150 get married, and he and my in-law, they argue over it. He used so many remarks. When we go to the court, sometimes we go to the court in the morning, we'll leave there by 6 in the evening. He will not even show face, and the judge will call him on phone. And when we went to the police station, they told me the car, I went there. He said the insurance company will provide car or they will give all money to rent car in that time before they see after the car. Everything that damaged, they will come and pay for it. Since then, they never, even the medical bill won't go for it, like nurse.
Okay, thanks. And 30 seconds, let's just wrap up with you. What next?
Yes, concerning that, they are talking about international law. You see this, our country, how many people buy a brand new vehicle? That's the first thing. Number two, the purpose in which I'm using my vehicle, I'm not requesting him giving me money. I'm requesting him getting me a vehicle to do my business. That is my concern. And furthermore, what he's talking about, my goods that have been damaged, he has refused. He said he cannot pay for it. They cannot give me a car to continue my business. So what kind of insurance is that? So your policy go against me, then the person who hit me walk away free?
Well,
that is my question.
This person sent this message. They said, please tell him to get to the Director of Insurance at the CBL, Attorney Nathaniel Gbagba, and that mess will be corrected with urgency. Seriously, he must do it like tomorrow immediately. He said that his wife's kneecap was damaged. Consistently pay for such medical services in Liberia. There's another portion of the law that speaks to restoring the person. Has he been restored? So someone wants you to get to the head of insurance at the CBL, and perhaps they could also help. Thanks so kindly for your patience and for being here. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate you. You was definitely my angel.
Okay.
Because if it were not for you, I'm sure that I was going to be wrong in this case.
Okay, thanks so kindly. We only did that video. We didn't know them, and then later on we got to know who it was. So finally, let's take this break. Our next guest is coming in. This is the OK Conversation on OKFM 99.5.
Is your car sick? Is your car having engine problem, wheel alignment, or air conditioning problems? Then here's your solution. Here's the medication for your car. Automeds Garage on Girder Street, opposite the Old Jenna Ministry, is the right clinic for all your cars. With our local and international professional mechanic, we get your car back in good shape. Automeds Garage. We have a multi-spray booth that leaves your car sparkling, or Car Care Center, CCC, that takes care of your car interior and exterior. We get your car the modern rims and doors handle. Let's just say we pimp your ride. Make your car look modern at Automeds Garage on Girder Street. We have a professional tire center that change your tire in no time. With our state-of-the-art diagnosing machine, we know exactly what's wrong with your car. No guessing. Our tow service is one of its kind. Tow your car for a reasonable amount if we won't fix your car. And for free if Automeds will service your car. Our prices are unbeatable and our customer service is outstanding. So whatever your cars need, call Automeds Garage on Girder Street, opposite the Old Jenna Ministry, on 0555-535-307 or 0777-884-077. Automeds Garage. We care for your cars.
Yes, indeed. Welcome back. This is the OK Conversation on OKFM 99.5. We have with us Representative Ernest Mansier of Nimba County. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me on your platform.
Yeah, it's been, you can bring the mic up small so we hear you clearly. It's been a little while since you were last here.
Yeah, not too long though.
Yeah, I think since the New Year is the first time.
Yeah,
so let's say Happy New Year to each other.
Yeah, thank you, and Happy New Year to you and the rest of your co-workers here.
How are the people of District number 4? District number 4, Nimba County. How are your people?
Yeah, my people are doing well. I just came from the district Monday morning.
Yeah, you're for I can just run in and out.
Yeah, Sunday was my birthday, so
okay.
Usually every year I select the community to spend my birthday with them. So last year, I selected one community called Sagittarian, where we went and for them, their birthday gift was a clinic that they had been asking for. So we broke ground that time, and then 3 months later, I told them we were going to complete the project, and today the community was very helpful, which we did that project last year. So this year, I went to my mother's home, where I also spend the whole birthday.
What is the name of the place?
It's called Zegle.
Zegle.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Zegle, I think is a little bit like maybe a farm of termite. Termite, Ze. Ze, it means termite. So Gle is almost like maybe a place where you can find more termite or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So the soul is the name of the chieftain. So usually sometimes we add the name of the chieftain and the town. So at least for quick recognition. So yes, it was a very good time with them. There are a lot of requests made to us, and then we also carry a huge quantity of lapas. That's my mother home. So, and there were a lot of other things we told them. And from now on, we will be working on it. One of those things is during the campaign, I said I was going to be a technical vocational training center there. There is a junction where you have most of the communities, that is in the center of most of, the community. You got like more than 10 communities, around that junction. So we told them during the campaign that we were going to build a technical training center there. So one of the celebration news, the birthday news was this year, like later year, my project, we're going to take it there to start the project.
Okay. The technical vocational center.
Yes. So once the funding is available, we're going to use that funding to start that project, and many other things that we intend to also do for them there.
What are other initiatives that you've taken on or that you've earmarked in the district?
Yes. So usually when I come like this, because if I start listing those things that we have started on,
you can just use 1 or 2 minutes.
Yes,
the very key ones.
Yeah, so one of the very key projects we started since last year is the health center that is in the district headquarters. That project is, I think it's about 30 some more bedroom health facility that we started on since last year. Most of it has reached now to roof level, and the contractors are currently there, and we are hopeful that we're going to complete that project this year. Besides that, we have series of other different projects that has to do with clinics, school projects. Currently, we have, how you call it, zinc, more than 5 different school extension projects. Most of them are 6 classroom schools that we build to at least add to the existing ones. Some of them are areas that you never had school at all. So we erected, some 6 classroom projects in most of the communities. Besides that, we also have some clinic. I think we have 3 of it right now. One is the one that we just started last year doing the birthday celebration in Sagittarius. We completed it, and even during the birthday celebration, I sent some electrician then there to do some wiring in it, and some guest house project also. And we have more than 25 different community projects that we initiated last year, and many of them have already been zinc, and we are now on the finishing touches across the entire district. So for this year, we are, though we are not announcing yet, but we have 3 to 4 major projects that we have procured a lot of other materials for it. And basically, we're going to be focusing on roads this year because I have a lot of road challenges. So I have 3 bridges. We have already procured 750 pieces of steel rod for those bridges. And some part of last week, we bought 2 load of rock from Ganta to transfer it there at the rate of 1,250 per load.
Wow.
Yeah, because the distance is far. So
Yeah.
it's a huge project. So you can't allow the community to crush the rock with their hand. So you got to buy the rock all the way from Ganta, transport it there. And in fact, the transportation cost is even more than the money we pay for the rock itself. So yes, we also sent just on the same Sunday, we sent 200 pieces of steel rod to one of the sites that we sent the rock the last time, between Bio Bongaple and Bio Benelli there. And then there's another bridge going towards the Ivory Coast border around Ballplate. There's one major area there too. So we sent 300 pieces of steel rod with some rock, and we are looking for money for cement and then other things. So we are expecting that by the end of this month, we'll be going there for groundbreaking. We also have another huge bridge project in one of the communities in Bo. They call Bo Banwi. So we have sent some money there to start sawing the wood. We sent the engineer to do the inspection and all of that. And they are working on it. So hopefully by March, once we get most of those other things set up, I know it will not be 100%, but at least when we get 50% of the material, then we will go there now to start the groundbreaking work, and the engineer will start this project immediately.
You're talking about the clinics. I'm concerned about financing. It is one thing to build it. It is another thing to staff it, put medicine there and all that stuff, and continual running of it. How do you intend for that to happen?
Yeah, so like you said, it's true. The expense, the building of the structure itself is not a thing. But again, you have to find a way to help the community. So, in Nimba, most of the thing, again, is that most of our communities are very cooperative when it comes to those things. Sometimes the community themselves, they want it. So by the time you get a structure there tomorrow, there are other people within the community who could come. Like the last time when I went to the States, I met some of my citizens there who are willing to help with medical supplies.
Okay.
To help their community. So some of them, they just need a minimum effort from you as a leader and just reach out to them. They're going to help with some of those things. And again, we will also be talking with the government, to provide some minimum support. And what we're doing is to build a structure, get some few medical equipment, put it in it, turn it over to the government. And the only thing that will be needed is maybe a few staffs that government will be paying. But in terms of medical supply, in terms of maintenance, the community themselves, in most cases, they can help to do some of those things.
Okay, now, the big elephant in the room, ArcelorMittal deal.
I know. I know that's what you're going to go to.
How did you vote? And why?
Yeah, so Julius, I know you, when it comes to the mining issue, you follow me a lot.
Yeah, sure.
And every time you want me to speak on some of those issues, I saw your text the last time. Well, since the ArcelorMittal deep pass, I not heard from you. I said, I will take a time to come. So, yeah, so right after when we passed the deal, I made a post as to why I voted. And in that post, I was considering basically the local issues. Because many a times, many of the complaints that have come from our people in terms of social benefit, community projects, community engagement, community benefits, and all those things there. So for me, one of my foremost, interest in the mental D is how we could correct some of those issues that our people have always complained about. Yes. With the national issues, we have the executive mansion negotiating on behalf of the entire country. The entire MRCC was there to negotiate a deal. So our work there now was, as deputies of the people, was to ensure that the interests of our people are reflected.
And are they reflected?
Yes. Few of them were reflected. Some of the things we requested for, some of the things we have been talking about, there are many of them that were reflected in a deal. So, and one of those things, let me just take it line by line. One of the major issues from our people, first they have been the issue of the road from Sanikole to Yekepa. We have all complained about it. You can't be taking our resources all this while, and then the road you're using to transport even your own commodity is not paved. And our people are living there. So what do? Before the passage of the AML deal, we engaged with Minta. That meeting lasted for about 6 hours. The NIMA caucus and the management of Asila Minta. They told us that, gentlemen, this is not a discussion anymore because what you are requesting for, we are already working on it. You can come there and see. Procurements are ongoing for the pavement of the road from Sanikole to Yekepa.
Because last year, the last time I was there, I saw like they were doing some work on
No,
it.
that was just, maintaining the road. But
Okay.
this time around, they are committed to paving the road. Not only maintaining it, but they are also committed to paving it.
Okay.
And another issue was the Yekepa community itself. In that meeting, they told us that we have given contracts. We have selected about 15-kilometer roads, basically streets surrounding Yekepa town itself. A total of 15 kilometers that will be paved, and the contract has been given. When it comes to the housing unit in Yekepa, they show us pictures, and we also have been even seeing it from different people. They are renovating those facilities. Yes, it's not yet completed, but it's something that they are doing right now. So, and these were many other issues, right? Some other thing we also requested for was increment in the social development fund. As you may be aware, the previous one, because I will say the previous one, the current one now is the third amendment that we just signed. The previous agreement, they were giving $3 million to the 3 affected counties, Nimba, Bon, and Bassa. In that $3 million, Nimba was receiving $1.5 million. I think Bon was also receiving
I think 500.
500 or 600,000, and then Bassa received the rest of it. So I was requested to Mintar or to the government back then was, since Mintar is saying they were producing 5 million all along, and this time around they want to increase their production to 20 metric ton per annual.
20 million metric ton.
20 million metric ton. So we need the social development fund to be proportional. We did not succeed on that 100%, but yet there was some increment. So instead of $3 million in the old agreement, this time around, AML will be paying $5 million to the 3 communities. And in that $5 million, NIMA has 50%, like in time past.
Yeah, which is 2.5.
2.5 million. So instead of we receiving 5 million, let me say 1.5 million, like in time past, now we'll be receiving 2.5 million. Besides that, one of the greatest achievements of the AML third amendment, meaning the current one that we just signed, is that we have also complained on the fact that AML have monopolized the railway coming from Yekepa to Buchanan, the train track. And this time around, the government succeeded in getting that off AML to allow other people to use it. Today, you have other iron ore deposits in the county that nobody has been willing to develop because there was no access to that. And the fact that today, the railroad access is no longer under 100% on AML. You got other people who are going to be using it. Today, we are having hold that will be also paying Like this year, I think they're supposed to be paying like up to 400,000 to NIMBA. Next year, the money going to increase, and I think from the 5th year, they will be paying up to 1.5, either 1 million or 1.5 million to NIMBA. That is additional social development fund to the county. So there are a lot of other things that we succeeded in getting. Though it did not come from Minta directly, but the fact that those railroads, some of the requests which has to do with taking the railroad off Minta, the fact that it was done, we succeeded in that aspect. Another aspect, another request have been the surface renter. You know, there is a local government, let me say the revenue sharing act that talks about revenue generated from natural resources from a particular location. I think up to 10 or 25% should go to that, community. Today, Minta will no longer be paying a bulk figure of 300,000 for the entire area, covering that within that concession area. But this time around, they're going to be paying per acres, right? Now, if Minta going forward, if they want to maintain the entire 500 plus square kilometer area that they're occupying, then that means as time goes, back, the fees for the surface rent are going to be increased. But before then, for the last 20 years, they have been paying a flat rate of 300,000.
Okay.
Another thing again in the Minta deal was the license fee. Minta for the past 20 years, they have been paying 25,000 for the mining license. But this time around, starting from 2031 going forward, they will be paying 500,000 for the mining license. I don't know how many percentage increase is that. So for me, I was not looking at a 100% perfect deal because there's nothing going to be 100%. This is a business company that's in negotiation. The first thing is that you have signed this deal with these people. You have been with them for the past 20 years. Yeah. And now you can't take everything from them. That's something they are already gotten used to, and that's something you two are already gotten used to. The man going to tell you that. In fact, he thinks that by you telling him to leave my country, you're going to put more than 10,000 of your own citizens out of job. So they are also at a point that they sit comfortably and they know that you can't do anything to them when it comes to certain things. So they will also put that demand on the table. So what you can do with them is to see how you can negotiate, and even if you can get up to 50-50, good. So that is the reason that I said in my post that, yes, the AMLD is not 100% as we asked for, but I feel that the benefit we got in is more than the issues we got it. And one of the main issues that I keep saying about the AMLD is not about the benefit, it's not about the deal itself. It has always been about the implementation and the monitoring aspect of the deal. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of things that are inserted in all the concessions agreement. But who have been following on them to see that, yes,
that is where you, the legislature, come in.
Then now,
the National Bureau of Concession comes in.
Very good.
And all of that.
So going forward now, we need to reactivate our oversight responsibility to ensure that, yes, even if that 1 cent the company is supposed to be paying is paid on time, if that one person they are employing, the person is paid fairly.
Now, also added to this deal is a $200 million signing bonus.
There is a $200 million signing bonus, yeah.
What do you make of this aggregation of that money for its expenditure by the government, the different amounts assigned to different things to be done? What do you make of it?
Yeah, so I can't tell you exactly the partitioning of it, but what I saw in the budget, I think there is a $50 million that going strictly towards PSRP. Public, I think it's public sector investment. Yeah, so, and there are different portions of it that the Ministry of Finance decided to partition it differently. And for me personally, what we were also looking at is to ensure that whatever the way the government is dividing this money, to ensure that at least we get a trace of it also in our county. And a good portion of it was also allocated in the budget.
5 or 6 million.
In the budget, specifically for the county, for Nimba. I don't know about the other counties, but yes.
Yeah, you have like up to 6 million the last time
yeah,
I checked.
So
I need to check
there are
again.
other few things there that I don't have 100% detail of it, but I know very well that portion of this money, like I said, my interest was to see that there is portion of that same money that coming back to our people.
The communities that surround the concession area,
Mm-hmm.
are you concerned that there will be a future when Lawmaker will not be there again.
Yeah.
The mountains will have been
gone,
depleted. But like you travel to other countries, you see mining communities. They are well built. They lay out. They look like small cities and all those kinds of things. Is it not something that the Nimba Caucus is thinking about? That years from now, you could have very beautiful urban or urbanized communities around those mountains.
Yeah, so this is where some of our requests in the new MDA. And guess what was said in the MDA? The MDA session, forgotten the session, but I will say it, anybody can verify it. The new amendment require that AML submit what they call a social infrastructure plan within 3 months of the signing after the approval, be it by the legislature or the final approval by the president. As this time around, you're not just telling them, just do this. Present a plan that has to be approved.
Okay, let me
community development for how you call it, infrastructure plan. If you find it, you can. Let
me just pause you small. Let me pause you for just 2 or 3 minutes. Let me speak with former Foreign Minister Moni Captain during the days of former President Charles Taylor. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. How are you, Julius?
Yeah, I'm fine, and thanks so kindly for being able to take out some time to speak with us. I saw your post earlier about the late Jesse Jackson, and we thought to reach out to you. I saw former President Taylor there. I saw you there in those pictures. All of you look so young and handsome and all that. What was that? Where was that picture taken, and what was the occasion?
Okay, that picture was taken in former President Taylor's residence in Congo Town. Jesse Jackson, as you know, at that time was the special envoy of President Bill Clinton. And he came to Liberia during the 1998 Independence Day celebration. But his main purpose was really to come and sort of help build confidence and improve the relationship between Liberia and Sierra Leone. And that's why you see the presence of President Kaba. They were actually signing a document at the time witnessed by the late Reverend Jesse Jackson.
Okay, did he also try to cement the relationship between Washington and Monrovia? At that time, we know it was strained and all that.
That's true. Yes, he did. As a matter of fact, several times when I visited the U.S., he had arranged meetings with the Black Congressional Caucus, and we were able to have some meetings with them. Yes, he did make some effort. And if you recall, Jesse Jackson has been involved in the Liberian peace process as far back as when President Doe was in power. During the early days of the war, he visited Liberia, and then he visited subsequent times.
How do you think Liberians should remember him?
Well, his interest in Liberia was peace. So I would say as a peacemaker, as someone who wanted genuinely to see Liberia move from conflict to peace, to rebuilding. And as a civil rights leader, I think he had a true passion for Liberia and to see that Liberia became stable and peaceful again.
And finally, sir, others say he came back in 2000.
Yes, he did. He came several times. There were, as I said, he was an envoy, and then after that he came on his own and continued to pursue peace in Liberia. Yes, he did come again. He came in, I recall he came in 97, 98, just before the elections in Liberia, and then 98 after the elections, and then 2000, yeah. And at the inception of the war.
Okay, Sir Monica.
And if you recall, he also came here during the Talbot administration.
Ah, okay. So it goes way back. So that means he has some kind of special interest in Liberia.
Oh yeah. He was someone who cared dearly for Liberia, and I think we all miss him for that.
Okay, Mr. Carton, thanks so kindly for taking my call. We sincerely appreciate it.
You're welcome. Okay, take care.
Okay, that's former Foreign Minister Moni Carton during the days of former President Charles Taylor. We just chat a bit about Jesse Jackson. Let's come back to our Nimba County issues. So
I was talking about the community issue.
Yes,
when
yes.
you asked whether we are thinking whether that...
To modernize those places.
Yeah, so like I said, these are all our thoughts, right? And we have always worked to ensure that, yes, these things are done. And one of the interesting things this time around about the social development fund that has been given to the county, in time past, the affected community, the immediate community around the mines, in time past, there was even no law. They were operating on an MOU that says that every money coming to the county in social development fund, I think up to 20 or 25% should be given to them. Meaning if NIMA receives $1 million, 250,000 if it is 25%, or 200,000 if it is 20%. Mm-hmm. But this time around, the $2.5 million that will be coming to NIMBA, 50% of that money is going only to the affected communities. So, Julius...
So now it means there has to be a strategic plan to ensure that money affects...
That money is used for a purpose that, yes, tomorrow, when a company leaves, you will say, this is what we got from the company yesterday, this is what we do with it in the affected community. So now the leadership and the people within the affected community have to now sit down and come up with a plan. 1,250,000 is not a joking money to be receiving it for the next 25 years. If you have a good leadership, if you have good management for that fund, you could achieve a lot with it.
Let's talk a bit about the Nimba politics. There have been some complaints in different quarters. We have the vice president, we have some appointed positions, but apart from the role that previous administration started, is continuing. Do you agree with people who said they're not fueling the government as they would want to fuel it in the country?
No, for me, we have to be appreciated. The people of Nimba, like I said, all of us have to be appreciated to this government. There is no, since the war from 2005 up to this regime, there is no government or no regime that has appointed Nimbayans more than the Boaka Kunle administration. I can tell you, for the record. There are a lot of our brothers that are out there, directors, assistant ministers, and different positions across the country. Yes, we will always want more because we voted more and we supported the government with everything. But equally so, even the one we have, I think we got to be appreciated for it. And then to just say, oh, the Nimba people only have the vice president. You have the chief justice from your county. You have a lot of other key positions from the county. Today, we just got another minister, the Minister of Youth and Sport. We have the Minister of Labor. We have Minister of Mines and Energy. These are key sectors. If we rally around these people, that we could get a lot of benefits from them too. So for me, I know people will always say, oh yes, we need more, we need this. But we should also understand that the government is not Nimba people alone. Other countries are there who want the same position that the people want today. So all we can do, like I said, I believe always in, not in fight, but
negotiations.
Negotiation. We can always ask for more, but for me, I can't spoil this government name. Besides the employment aspect of it, there are a lot of other initiatives that have been implemented all over across the country. Let me say across the country. You have, the Swedish project that we usually call the IFAD, building community roads. Some of those projects have been implemented even in the remotest part of the countries. You have projects in the educational sector. Every time there is no government initiatives that the country is not benefiting from. Yes, the country is big in terms of populations, in terms of activities. And like I said, it's not to say we are very complacent about what we're getting. We'll always advocate for more. But equally so, we need to be at a point that we also acknowledge the one that we are getting already.
The Koga Kun issue. How is it now? Is it okay?
So I don't know why you always want to ask me about.
But I gotta ask you. You are one of the lawmakers in the country. You have you have bigger ears in the county than I will ever have.
Like I keep saying, you know.
And both of them are your big brothers.
Oh yes. The both of them are very, you know, key to me, politically, relationship-wise. The two of them talk to me equally, and I talk to also then two of them equally. And these are people who I rely on heavily in terms of many other things that I want to achieve as a politician. So I will not be happy to see them divided. Like I've always said, some of the issue between the vice president and Senator Koga, they are personal issues, and it just required the two of them being, you know, free-minded to discuss it and come to solution. And many times since I left from here the last time, many times Senator Koga have gone to the VP office. They have talked on other things. So I think we are getting somewhere.
Okay. You think you are getting somewhere?
Yeah.
The Nimba politics is shaping up in different ways. You have the CMC there.
Yeah.
You have different parties that may also want to go in. 2029 is on the horizon. How is it shaping up in your own district too? There could be people after the representative post.
Oh yeah, the CMC and the guy, they are in my district. And the funny thing is that that's a portion of my district that the former representative come from, Honorable Kagon, who happened to be I think he's the vice chair on mobilization in the CMC.
Oh, he's with the CMC?
Yeah, he's now in the CMC. So sometime last week, I talked to the public work guys. They went in the district to do assessment on the road because we got a machine coming in the county, so we can do some other roads there. So right away when the guy heard it, the same area that we want to do the road, because this is where he come from, Rukagon. He called Honorability. They took the machine there the same day. So people coming, oh no, you got to stop the people from building the road. I said, no. That road, in fact, I don't have money to build all the roads in the district. Mm-hmm. So they wanted to go let them do it. We'll all go and campaign on it. In fact, even today, when I saw Musa in session, I said, but why you and your boy one from behind me? In fact, we all your picking. So the money you give me to Kagon, give my uncle, you say, okay, you know what? I'll get to my bag of cement this week. I said, fine, give it, I'll go do my work with it. So, yes, there is always this political activities all across the country.
And that is good for the people if you have competition in development.
So it only pushed me to do more for the people so that they will really let me if I want to go back. Because the job we occupy today is not a job that you apply for. Yes, you made some effort towards it, but it is the will of the people. Mm-hmm. So the other man was there yesterday. They voted him out. They put me there because they feel that he didn't do more. So today I'm there too. I'm not going to rely on the fact that I'm there. I'm in a position. I'm not going to forget. Our people will always be around. But at the end of the day, our people are appreciative. If you do the work they ask you to do for them, definitely they're going to repay you. So yes, everybody is going up and down here and there all over around the district. But for me, I'm always confident that I'm not looking for people. I'm not thinking about who's going to contest against me in this election. But I'm looking at what I'm going to be pointing at in 2029 when I go back to the people and say, you really like me.
Finally, on the overall performance of the Bwaka Ikun administration, what are their strengths? What are the areas you think they are doing well? What are the areas you think, okay, it is not so good, it needs improvement?
Yeah, so I'm not a government analyst, right? So I'm going to give my own personal opinion. It's not the opinion of the government. I'm not speaker for the government either. I support the government 100%. And I feel that, yes, there are areas that they have been working very hard, and there are areas we all need to improve on, to meet up with the expectation of the very people who voted us yesterday. And one of the areas, let's start with the good ones. Mm-hmm. One of the areas that this administration have been doing very well in is the area of foreign policy. Mm-hmm. That's the overall foreign image of our country. Mm-hmm. We have been doing well. The country image has been regained out there. There are a lot of people today who have respect for our country because of the way this government have been proceeding. During previous administration, we listened to a lot of other international community raising issues, management issues, fund issues, sometimes donor funds that were brought in the country, government take it, use it for different things, but we've not been hearing that. And this government have been doing very well in terms of foreign policy, and a lot of good things that have been coming because of this government and because of the people we have ahead of us there. So when it comes to foreign policy and the image, the overall image of the country out there, I think this government can be given that credit. The other thing again is our overall governance system, right? Julius, I have not worked in government for a longer period of time. I started working in government from 2016 up to the entire WIA administration. I was working as director and other things. We saw what happened in other ministries and agencies. Today, you will find out that people are more excited to go to work than in previous administration. Because at some point, you got demoralized, you are not taking pay, and in fact, sometimes you go to work, you got nothing to do. But if you go to various ministry and agency today, things are improving.
That could happen to transport ministry soon.
So that's what I say. The government is not 100%.
Yeah, because they can take their function now to give it to LMT.
I think that I thought that issue was there was some kind of ruling some recently that the ministry was the sole authority responsible for issues. Anyway, I think I saw something like that, and the government have been back and forth with it. Myself, I've always have issue with that arrangement. If you establish an autonomous agency or a ministry to perform certain tasks, I don't think it requires again a government, giving that same kind of activity or task to another entity, against the will of that particular ministry. So that's what's happening. And on the area of roads maintenance today, since we came from war, Julius, the people from the southeast and even we from Limba here, every one of us can bear that witness today. That it is this government, it is the Bouaka Kun regime, that today somebody can leave from Monrovia after July, especially between July, August, September, even up to sometimes some year, depending on the rainy season, up to December, that you will go right here in Tapeta and come back the same day. Or you will even, let's say, extend your journey to Zueju and come back even in 1 week time. It was not possible since we came from the war. It is this regime that has brought that relief to our people in the southeast. So I think in the area of roads, this government is doing well. And they are also going out there looking for money. You saw during the past regime, there was some, I think, 500 million loan agreement that was signed to carry on some road projects. That money was stopped because the international community felt that our government was not capable enough to handle that, loan agreement. So that money never came. But because of the confidence the international community is today having in our government or in this government, you see that the government is securing a lot of fundings from out there, and today people are confident that yes, they can bring that money in your government and they're going to get it back. So yes, in the area of roads, especially infrastructure, foreign relations, the government is doing very well. The area that I have, there are other areas that they are doing well, but just for the sake of the discussion, the area that I have little issue with the government is sometimes the communication. I felt that the government did not do well in recent time. When it comes to, there were 1 or 2 issues that came up, the government were not able to handle it, and even up to now, people are still questioning those information that came out. One of it is the issue of the project in Foya. Up to now, even in the president's statement, there are still some doubt. There are still more questions than answers. And we see the Minister of Information, officials of government at the Ministry of Information always attacking other government officials out there. So I think they need to improve on it. Governance is not about responding to everything people said out there. When we had our time in the opposition, I want to say when we had our time in the oppositions, we used to say the worst thing. So let the people criticize you too and see that yes, you do the right thing. If you continue to do the right thing, yes, you're going to you're going to get the vote and the support of the people out there. So yes, I think they are not doing well in the area of communication.
His name is Ernest Mans. Yeah, he's the lawmaker of District Number 4 in Nimba County. I hope the next time you're going on some of your developmental initiatives, you can invite me. I'm not sure I've gone into what are some of the major towns in your district.
My district is somewhere around the two big communities there. Let me call them first. It's Campley and Bound. So in between that.
Okay, so I have been to Bound. I've been to Campley.
Okay, so the road you take to come from Bound to Campley or from Campley to Bound passes through my district. One of the big communities there is
I haven't used that one. I've come from Saniquele to Campley.
So let me call some of the big communities.
Ganta to Saclay to Bound.
Yeah. So one of the big communities there is Beregle. We happen to be the home of Roland Duo.
Okay.
It's in my community. And the famous ball play, the border that was used during the war, is also in my district.
Okay.
And one of the big communities is also called Gapley.
Okay, Gapley. I've also heard about Gapley.
Yeah, Gapley is there where we want to make city. And this year, in fact, we have some money in the budget to do some, road works around it.
Okay, so invite me. Let's go down there.
We will definitely take you there, so you will see, what we're doing for our people. It's not just the news, but you will see it for the facts, so you can help us to report it tomorrow.
Okay, his name is Ernest Mansi. Let's take a few calls. 777-700-995, 555-995. Let's see who's right here. Welcome. Let's hear you. Hello.
Yeah, my name is Mafo, and join your conversation from district number 10.
Go ahead.
Julius, I think the reason why today we see that our governance system will never be straightened is because we'll always have people who will refer to as legislature that should be checkmating the executive boring CEO and praising the executive for doing the wrong thing.
Is it not his government that he supported to bring to power? Didn't he say the positives and the negatives?
So, Julius, you might say CEO start at the building and saw the executive violating the constitution, the rule of law in broad daylight. But for him to go and sit and tell us, for the honorable man to tell us that the government is doing well, and he did not mention the rule of law as one of the aspects in the country where the government has failed and disappointed.
Okay, thanks so kindly. We'll hold you there because of time. Sorry, let's squeeze in other people. Sekou Kalasco, Damaro, welcome.
Thank you, Julius, and thanks for affording me the opportunity. Well, Julius, and it's unfortunate for a man who called himself a lawmaker.
No, Sekou, don't say a man who called himself. A man who is a lawmaker. He doesn't call himself. He was elected by his people.
Julius, there's nothing different from the man who called himself a lawmaker or the man who was elected, whatever the situation is. But Julius, these things come with responsibility. Julius, I can say this for a fact, and I've said this time without number, that there's no government relatively out of a short period of time that the Nimba County he comes from, the Nimba County, the district he represents, there's no government in the short period of time that pays and rehabilitated more roads as compared to the CDC government.
But I was not comparing your government.
No, just leave it. You're coming. Yeah, quickly.
You said one of the reasons why funding did not come or people were not giving funding to the CDC government because there were no implementation or there were nothing that was seen on the money that were coming. So how can you be saying that money were coming or the people were afraid to get money and we paid or rehabilitated more roads, we built more schools relatively on a short period of time,
okay.
We built more parks, we had a lot of things going. Then you sit there in studio and say there was nothing going on. You know this.
Okay, thanks so kindly because of time. 2 more calls, quickly 30 seconds each. Welcome, let's hear you. Hello. We ain't got enough time. Well, let's go to this international one. Welcome, let's hear you. Hello. You went off. Welcome, let's hear you.
Julius.
Yes, quickly, let's hear you.
Yeah, my name is Emmanuel Lehman. I'm a son of Nema, particularly from District Number 4, Yola. Monsieur, your record for accusing Senator Twain of taking bribe from a senator and pretending. And you also said that since Senator Twain is taking money from a senator, you yourself take money and vote.
Where did he say that?
He on record for that.
Where?
We have the record. He on record for
No,
that.
no, but my man, you know now, when you call on the show, you got to produce evidence. You say he's on record. How? Where did he say it?
He on record. He made a statement.
Where?
Last day.
No, Chief. Where did he make the statement?
He made a statement in Nima.
Which part?
Yeah, lastly.
Okay, thanks so kindly. Because of time, we're out. We come back to you, sir. Yeah, let's just come back.
Yeah,
to you.
so
did you ever accuse Senator Twain of taking money from Aslamita? So you take your own.
That is a maker story. That's why you can't provide where I made that statement. So I'm not going to dignify it. The last time when somebody asked me about the stand on the senator, I said, but the issue here is that I'm not stopping the senator from advocating. Yes, he's right to advocate on behalf of us, the people of Nimba. But I feel that we're looking at the benefit and the risk. When you compare the two of it, I feel that you have a little bit of more benefit than the risk involved. So that's why I voted. So that was my only comment against in fact, it was not even against the senator. So I don't know where he's taking. And I just want to say quickly to Mr. Carrasco to say that I was not comparing your government with the Bouaka Kun administration. I was telling the public what the good things my government as a supporter is doing. And if you ask me, if you had a time to compare the CDC administration and the Unity Party administration, I would say some of the good things the CDC did was to bring you, somebody like you, Carrasco, to bring you, who never had any formal education to make you.
No, I used to be having fun. The man was student at
he was
AMEU.
He was student.
I graduated from AMEU.
But imagine a student, you taking the man to be the president of the country, the whole country, special assistant to the president.
Yeah,
so it was some of the good things the president did, the CDC administration did for him.
Thanks,
so he can't come here and be calling somebody that was duly elected by over 10,000 people to the man who called himself.
You can foil.
No.
How you can foil?
No, I don't fight, but you gotta face the reality. These are some of the good things.
It's okay, man. It's okay. Thanks so kindly. That's how we go. My name is Julius. Tomorrow will be another day. Wow.